Because seeing how before it was basically like we would go through which one took the least amount of time to cover.
Yeah.
And questions always took a lot of time, but now they won't. So
Okay. Welcome to the BWO Podcast. I'm your host, Seven Nation, and we're back finally after how long has it actually been? Hold on.
3 years.
3 years. We're back after 3 years. With me are Kilroy.
I don't know where I am.
And Derpy Hooves.
hi.
Our special guest this week is IMKS. Welcome.
Back.
No, you're not KS, he is.
What? Shut up.
I'm
Never
trying to make it
speak
cool.
to me again. Yeah, it's been just over a month, I guess. Anyways, yeah. So, we had scheduling issues a lot.
You had scheduling issues. I was always here.
Kilroy managed to get here all the time, but nobody else did.
I was here.
So,
Last 2 weeks.
yeah,
Canceled.
our guest was here, but... Can I link? Oh, yeah. So we're gonna start off with questions this time.
I'm going to tell you right now that the questions aren't aimed at me, so allow me to take this time to be right back and take out my annoying dog. So
Okay. Actually, the second one is for everyone.
Let's skip it.
Okay.
Just for Derpy.
Alright, first question is for IMKS. And it's from Divided. He asks, IMKS, do you like cookies?
What kind of cookies?
He doesn't specify.
I mean, I don't like bacon cookies or stuff like that.
What about dog poo cookies?
Those are alright. But I'm gonna have to say yes. Yes, I do.
That's a good answer. We're gonna skip the questions for everyone until Derpy gets back. All of these are for literally all. The rest of them are for everyone. Whatever. We'll just start. For everyone from Keen Taco. What would you stuff French toast with?
I'm drooling.
Wait, is Taco saying, would you stuff French toast with frogs or toads, or?
I don't know.
What would you stuff it with? You personally.
Well, because I mean, there's two questions.
Yeah, it looks.
I can't tell.
It looks
like a
like
combination.
it's
Oh,
two
I see what you're
questions,
saying.
but maybe it's a follow-up. I don't.
I think if it was going to be with the first question, there'd be a comma and not a space there. Like
You
an
would
entire
hope.
separate
Okay.
area.
Well, it
It's
doesn't
its own
matter.
question. Its own
I like
question.
to stuff my French toast with frogs, so it works.
I would put peanut butter.
I don't know. I don't even eat French toast. I don't know what goes with
Oh,
it.
what
How
the
dare you?
Get out of here. You're banned. Just like in Seven Nation.
I'm gonna put peanut butter in it
Trust points.
because I
minus
like
10.
peanut butter.
Minus 10 for respect because you don't like French toast. Submit.
Okay,
There
fine,
you go.
fine.
Sweet.
I'm giving you minus 50, Kilroy.
That's okay. I don't get any ever anyway.
What are those
Okay.
points things even worth? Or what are they even?
Nothing.
I forgot.
I don't know anymore. We haven't actually used him in months, so
I saw it go up by like 1 yesterday. I was like,
I
oh,
did it
cool.
last night. But only for some people.
yeah. If you somehow manage to get how many is it for diamond or whatever? It's like
More than
two
you'll ever see.
2 billion.
I don't remember anymore.
I don't know.
Like 150 or 300.
Something. At some point, you get like VIP access, which I think everyone already has.
So the
And
contest.
like, I think at Diamond you get access to the mod forums, but yeah, I
Is
don't.
anyone even at Diamond?
No one's even close. I don't think anyone's past like bronze or whatever. So,
Grunt is
nope.
platinum.
Welcome back.
Nice.
What do you like your French toast stuffed with?
Uh, you know, okay, I have to say just regular cream cheese, but if we're on a topic of stuff and what you like your French toast stuff with, I saw a recipe on Tumblr and I saved it, and
Oh,
I went back to it. It was basically like a, what is it? Let me breathe first because I was outside. Okay,
Like
sorry,
gonna die.
sorry. Sorry, I went running with her to try. I went running with her to try to calm her down so she can get ready to go to sleep. But basically the recipe was it was like French toast like rolled up like the way you would make French toast except it's got like filling in it. It's like rolled up into like little burritos. And basically you take white just any kind of bread. I use white bread. I cut off the crust and basically you gotta put like cream cheese or Nutella, whichever you want, on the side, like a little bit, or like a little inch wide on the one of the ends, and then you put either strawberries, bananas, like diced, or however you want, and you roll it up, and then you put them when you have enough rolled up, then you basically like put them in an egg mixture, and then you put them on a skillet until they're brown, like golden brown, and then you roll them around in cinnamon and sugar, and there you go.
Hmm.
I was like, I did horrible since I'm in the cooking. I did pretty much horrible. Like, my shapes of bread. Well, I forgot to mention you gotta roll the bread pieces out, obviously, so they can hold. But some of my bread pieces I rolled out to the point where like it was falling through by the time I got in the skillet. It was sticking to the skillet, and I did not know how to flip it over, so I just took a spoon and I flipped it over, a plastic spoon on a hot skillet and flipped it over. And then I didn't, and like I said, I was really worried I was gonna burn them or something like that, so I took them out and I dipped them in the cinnamon and sugar, like, and they were falling apart while I was picking them up. So it's like I had to take another fork and a spoon to hold them together, and then toss them on the plate, roll them around in there, and the final result, which I probably should post in the food thread, it was decent, but I did not cook it long enough. So basically, at the end of the day, especially at the end of the day when you can feel it in your stomach, I basically ate raw egg with a bunch of cream cheese and strawberries.
Tasty.
So yeah, well, like a lot of cinnamon and sugar. It was all right, but I'm not really good in the kitchen, so
we can tell.
yes, I'm
Alright.
bad.
Next question from Taco again. Frogs or toads?
Trogs.
What is the difference?
Toads.
Toads are like warty and stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Here, all toad.
Let's go with frogs.
Yeah, frogs
That's a
definitely.
good answer.
Frogs are cool. Some of them are poisonous. There's
They kill
poisonous
people.
toads too, right? Though, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
But
but
poisonous
frogs
frogs
are
look
clear about it.
awesome because they're
Yeah,
like
Exactly.
blue and shit like that.
yeah.
Poisonous
Exactly.
toads are just
They're just
brown.
brown and gross.
Ooh.
So, yeah. Frogs. Do you like the word like? Do you like that you either like or dislike your preference for the word like?
I like this question.
I hate this question.
Me too. I dislike it.
I try to avoid using like. Just
Like
because-
is pretty much a strong word, like hate.
I'm not a teenage girl, so I don't like it.
I don't know. I mean, I'll use it if I need to, but I try to avoid saying, "Oh, then I wondered if like," and you know what I mean.
yeah. used to describe your preferences, it is useful. Otherwise, yeah, it's no. But I still end up using it.
Oh well.
Next question is from Jerry to anyone. Why is the new RoboCop movie PG-13?
Because
Oh
butts.
no.
I
Because Hollywood.
will tell you why if I can find the rating for it. I can't find it.
You scrub.
RoboCop 2014 PG-13.
Yeah.
I still don't know. Anyways,
What is-
I'm not sure if he's saying that it should be.
I think he's saying why
Yes.
is it, and for money. That's why, because lower ratings.
Probably. That'll.
Fucking whore.
What? What?
That's what I have to say to that. Talk about money. Like, fucking whore.
Okay
What?
then.
Moving on. What? The next question is from Kilroy, who likes to ask questions even when he's here.
So,
Please explain the.
He didn't expect to be here, that's why.
yep.
Please explain the use of domesticated cat girls in the modern society. Why did you have to say the modern society and not just modern society?
What is
Which
Guys,
modern
like me.
society?
I like the.
Do you mean America? Because this is not the modern society.
No, this is not. We're in
Oh,
1980s,
Russia.
not modern society.
Which is the modern society?
You know, the modern
Well,
society. The one.
Comes up the modern society in quotes.
The one with the butts.
Yeah, that one. The one with cat girls, obviously. Gosh.
All right, there's the modern society Tokyo. It looks like a song.
So I guess Tokyo is the modern.
No. Obviously, it means the modern society where cat girls exist.
Okay.
Tokyo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tokyo.
The entire archipelago of Japan.
Explain the
Use.
use. A friend.
What?
A friend.
A friend. What is the question?
Please explain the use of domesticated cat girls in the modern society.
Oh, a friend. Okay.
Friend.
I guess that's my response.
Cats and shit.
Cat armies, too. Probably.
Yeah, buddy.
At some point. I don't think that's the universe, Kilroy.
No.
Yes, it is.
I think you're lying.
Nope.
No, he's lying.
Thank you.
Uh,
Food? Yeah, you did.
alright. Oh, Kilroy, can you explain the use of domesticated cat
Oh, no.
girls?
Calm down.
Obviously making more cat girls.
Okay.
I don't know
That's
why
a generic answer.
not. Why else would you?
No
Come on.
thought put into it whatsoever.
Everybody needs more cat girls all the time.
Make a one-arm post. If you don't, there was no logic in it at all.
I'll just type a bunch of gibberish and then put a TLDR at the end.
Yes. What is this, Remio?
Next question from Toasty Hero. For everyone, what shoe size do you wear?
9.5.
11.
Well,
I have no idea. have-
How do you
I-
not
Take
know
off
this?
So you've never, like, I mean,
I
have you
haven't
bought
bought-
your own shoes?
I haven't bought shoes in like
How old are you?
2
He's like
years.
18, yo.
God,
What?
you're so broken.
But like I only buy like one pair of shoes every 3 years,
Let's have
so
your shoes
I do,
right
but I
now.
know what my
I will
fucking
go
yeah.
check and let you guys know. I will be right back, and
Shoe
someone else
size. I
can
know my-
continue with the questions.
Oh, we're
Well,
gonna
my
wait for
shoe
you.
size is my feet stopped growing when I was like fucking 14. I always know what my shoe
So
size
do I,
is.
but I still have no idea. I have to like check my shoe every time I buy a new pair of shoes. So
Are you left-handed or right-handed? I don't know. God.
someone else continue the questions. I'll be back.
All right. Or fine, I'll do it. Fucking do it. All right. The communist banana asks for everyone. What would you want your last words to be if you knew that you would die tomorrow?
Those damn cat girls.
My cat girls killed Derpy.
Like Kilroy will be sitting next to me. I'll be like, "Come closer." I grab his collar. Those damn cat girls.
They killed you. We'll be buried next to each other.
Yes. He won't even shed a
I
single tear.
guess I would list off like a series of geographical coordinates, but I'd like leave off the last couple numbers. So then someone would spend their life looking for my long lost treasure that doesn't exist.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. Nobody panic.
Oh, he's back.
7.5. Tiny,
Wow.
tiny feet.
Gee, I win.
Yep.
How tall are you guys?
I'm like 5'11".
I don't know. I'm like 5'6". I'm.
Fuck you.
Really?
I'm winning again.
I can look at I can look at the selfies you post on Tumblr. I can immediately tell you're not fucking 5'6".
I have no idea. I have not.
No,
How do you
I
not
don't
know
You had a
I-
doctor's appointment. Have you
You're so
went in the
clueless.
scale?
I had. I don't even remember the last time I went to the doctor's.
Within the same year?
1865. Not.
Fuck.
I haven't been. No.
You fucking liar.
I didn't go for a physical when I turned 18. So
I mean, not even for a physical, just a fucking checkup.
I don't know.
no, just walk in and say, "How tall am I?" And then leave.
You could have cancer for all you know. You have cancer.
I probably have cancer.
Go on WebMD and confirm it.
I have a slight cough. Oh, you have lung cancer.
I'm 5'6". Cervical cancer.
I lost my cat. Cancer.
I don't know. I'll find out at some point.
You lost your cat, you better get a colonoscopy.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. 5'8" maybe? I don't know. No, I think. Hold
Okay,
on.
okay.
Hold on,
What is
I
the
got it.
tallest object in your room?
So I think my mom is 5'6", and I'm a little bit taller than her. So
Let's call you 5'2".
I'm
4'9" is the magic number.
there.
There
You
you
go.
Next question.
Okay, next question. Wait, which question do you guys answer?
Last
We
words.
were on we were on what will your last words be?
Okay. Did everyone answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
What would my last words be? I don't know.
While you're thinking about that, I just wanted to add it to mine. I'll say, cause I'll be like holding Kilroy. I'll be like, those damn cat girls, and I'll just fall in the bed. He won't even shed a single. He'll only shed a single tear. He'll be like, mission accomplished. And then the fucking banner comes down and it says mission accomplished right behind me.
Some inspirational music and confetti.
And a bald eagle just like flies away somewhere.
Oh jeez. I don't know. Something cool, probably. What's
Those would be your words. Something cool, probably.
something cool, probably. And then I just die because I couldn't think of anything cool to say.
Well, that would actually be like saying your last words would be something cool. Like people are just like, his last words were something cool. It's like, well, what were they?
They were something cool.
It's like they were something cool. It's like, well, tell me what they fucking were.
No one cares. She's not important anyway.
There we go. That is my answer now.
There you go. Something cool. Something cool. In quotes. I will see it eventually in my class's textbook. How does this quote relate to your life? They'll ask me some dumb comprehension shit or something like that.
I forgot to do a I forgot to do a quote for my high school yearbook.
Yep, I didn't do that either.
I looked at my high school quotes, and shoot, I can get my yearbook right now. It's right over there. But I could just tell you right off the top of my head, nerdiest kid in school. Obviously, his quote had to be, "I used to be an adventure like you, but I took an arrow."
Oh my god, really? Really?
Yes,
really? Are you serious? Are you fucking serious?
I have a picture of it. I'll post it.
Oh my god.
That's just wrong.
I have a picture of it.
So dumb.
Okay, photo. Choose, upload 10 photos. Where is it? I saved it somewhere.
I think someone in high school did something really stupid I remember cringing at, but...
Oh yeah, and then another guy in my class, he was like, opinions are like kittens. I was only giving them away.
What?
So then another guy must have been high when he did his, because he was like, man, that was heavy. And it's literally like 5 N's. Man, that was heavy.
That's good. The best one of all time, though, is still the I'm glad it's over. Have you guys seen that?
No.
Yes. One guy did
like
that.
This one like black kid with just a very like serious face, and he's like, "I'm glad it's over." Oh, it's classic.
Like 75% of my class had SpongeBob quotes. It was just painful to read through all of them.
I was surprised with the lack of like Bible quotes. I forgot what it was like. Mostly TV show stuff.
Yeah.
See on this page, I gotta.
And Tupac lyrics.
I
Yeah.
think there was someone who quoted Tupac in mine. I remember that. I'm like, seriously. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm uploading it now. How to tag it.
While you're doing that, if you could be stuck in any movie's universe for the rest of your life, which would it be and why?
Star Trek because cat girls.
Oh my god.
Evangelion because Orange Tang.
Orange Tank.
Have you guys seen End of Evangelion?
I have not.
Oh, but I know what you're talking about.
I haven't actually. I still need to watch like all of that. I haven't actually watched any of the anime. I've read the first 3 volumes of the manga, but that's it.
It's nothing like. Well, the manga's a lot different. Watch the anime. Make sure you watch episode 25 and 26, especially at the very end.
Okay.
It'll fucking blow your mind, and then watch End of Evangelion,
Okay.
and then watch Rebuild. Don't watch Rebuild first.
Okay. I'm assuming film adaptations of books count, right?
No. Just because you want it to.
Okay. What are movies?
Nobody knows. There it is. Finally. Here you go.
What is this? Let me see this. No, why?
That picture, though.
And he
too.
said unknown.
Unknown.
Could have just said a random right run soldier. Jesus.
Oh my god. Stop.
The kid has worse hair than I had back in high school. I had long hair. I mean, my hair went down past my fucking nose in high school.
Why does this exist? Why?
Hey guys,
What?
Don't you
here's
fucking...
another picture.
Oh, my answer is Alien.
Oh, okay. Here's another picture.
You would want to live in that universe?
Don't question it.
Not really, no, but
fetus
I'll
getting your
live
dick
on Earth or
off.
something. So I'll be fine.
Guys, look at these shitty new Pokemon. Ugh, get it together, Game Freak.
It's over.
Wow.
It's finished.
Wow. Oh my God. This
Hope
is so unoriginal.
I hope you're joking. No, I'm not fucking joking. Miyamoto needs to realize that he's running out of ideas for the Pokemon series and take the series back to its roots. I have to favorite reblog.
No, whenever someone like has the nostalgia goggles on too hard, I just post a picture of Jinx or something.
Woo. What's the next question?
Next question. Would you rather have a long and boring life or a short and exciting one?
No, I have a long and boring life because then I would have the time to choose whether if it's boring or not.
No, you don't. He says it's boring. So it's boring.
None of the above.
What constitutes boring?
Apparently, raise a family in the suburbs, retire from your office job at 65, live out your retirement until 85.
Can I masturbate?
No, you're not allowed.
Okay.
You're only allowed to do those things that he listed.
Can I play video games?
No.
If I'm
Too
raising a
exciting.
family, that means I'm raising 2 kids. They must be playing video games.
Yeah, but you're not allowed. You can
Well-
watch. You can't even watch.
No, you don't know how they work, so you can't play them.
So this takes place in the 1950s then.
It takes place in the 16th century.
So I don't know how a microwave works then.
Yeah.
I don't know how a phone works.
Yeah.
The tape dispenser confuses you.
Wait, no, he says suburbs though, so it can't be 16th century.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yes.
An office job.
Fine. Fine.
You understand me.
I don't.
I don't like this question.
I'll take the long and boring one, just because that's fucking like. Are you serious? 20 years of retirement to just fucking play video games and shit?
Real talk.
And nobody can tell me to get a job.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
Use a mic
yeah.
all the time though, so it'd be that like one really fucking old guy in the fucking.
360 no scope.
My fucking base, fucking kids.
Play the objective.
Guys, this post completes me.
What?
Here you go.
Complete yourself.
I was there for that thread.
Oh, boy. Oh.
Yeah.
You. I swear. Why is it? I've never seen a grown man. This is a random topic, but I've never seen a grown man actually enjoy Inuyasha. Like, for someone who watches anime. I've never seen that before. It's always with girls.
Because it's the romantic crap.
Gay.
Next question.
Okay. Would you rather have a talking cat or a talking dog, and why?
Talking dog?
Yeah, definitely.
Wait, can I just hold on?
No.
Hold on.
No.
I need to show you something important.
Cats are douchebags. I don't know why you'd want a talking cat.
This will change your life. This
I need a talking cat to name him like Cube.
Like, what if you were...
Hold on, let me find this. Give me a second.
See, I think Matt would go with the cat because
Obviously.
if it talked like a Khajiit, he would go with the cat.
Oh my gosh.
I have whiz.
Watch this trailer.
No.
Do it. It's a real movie. It exists. It's terrible.
I'm watching.
Look at this. Look at this jolly old music.
Is it the 90s? Am I back in the 90s?
No, this is like this year. This is 2013.
I'm back in the 90s.
It's terrible.
My dog came over here.
One magical cat.
One magical cat. My dog's literally on the fucking
Duffy.
laptop screen. Oh, I'm gonna name it Duffy. Oh, it's magical.
It's a vampire slayer.
I like cats. No, you don't.
I like cats.
You're allergic to them in the
An
end.
experience that changes their lives forever.
Look at this fat dad. But no,
Voice.
I know.
look at his cheap effects.
I don't make the rules.
The cat's voice is ridiculous.
That actor looks so familiar. It's a fucking cat.
It brings them closer together. These puns.
Yeah, you do. Oh, do you? Do you?
She wants the Duffy.
What kind- That's weird. What kind of romantic
That's it.
scenes can you have in this movie?
Cat girl.
Like the cat's just watching, and he's like, "Ha ha, they're duped. They were all."
A cat is fine too.
Get off my screen, Brandy. Jesus, it's gone now.
That voice, that kills me, man.
I thought you were talking to a cat.
Oh, in the
It's so monotone.
in the intro of the movie is the worst. It's just the cat talking for like 5 minutes, and you can hear the actor
Yes.
flipping pages in the script as he's reading it.
How the fuck did they train a cat to talk for a movie? Amazing.
The animation on its lips
It's
is just like
I know.
Cheap ass animation.
They used Windows Movie Maker to make this. The intro sequence is terrible.
go to
Real
like
talk.
1:30 and just look at its mouth move.
Did you notice it was Comic Sans?
Yes.
Yeah. It's gotta be a parody. It has to be. There's no way.
It's not even like. It's not though. Like when you watch it, like they were trying to make a movie, like a real movie. It's not funny. It's just bad.
There you go.
What is this?
His name isn't Elf Warrior, it's Zelda, you fucking fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, let me see if I can find.
Have you seen oh, what is it? It was like Hungry Rebel Girl and
Okay, wait.
Avenging Girl.
So this is on the back of one of the Batman Begins figures in like China.
Okay.
Really? Let
Bam
me see.
Ham begins.
What?
Where's Homestar to read this in his Russian accent when you need him?
What?
Being a child, Bruce Wayne had witnessed his own eyes the fact his parents of Illionaire were killed cruelly. So affected his strong desire of revenging his parents. However, God had never given him a chance to fulfill his will. Following the advice of Ra Al Ghul, the chief of Ninja Group, Bruce come to eat, which was a corrupted city filled with various crime groups. Bruce found a basement under his villa, in which his equipment turned him into another person. Spider-Man.
Fuck!
With this mask, Spider-Man's typical criminal activates and criminal everywhere, such as Togan, the chief of Mafia, Dr. Jackstraw, the abnormal drug trafficker, even a mysterious opponent quite familiar with him.
He stroked them.
I bet that mysterious opponent quite familiar with him is like an alternication of the Penguin.
I have a question. What's a normal drug trafficker? Abnormal drug trafficker.
One that doesn't fight Spider-Man.
Oh my god.
Okay, we should probably move on to the next question.
I'm just imagining like a company, just like a big corporation called Ninja Group. Just like
Ninja Group.
it's just like a regular like business company called Ninja Group. Yes, I'm talking cat because cats are cool.
Back to the original question.
Back to the original question. Would you ever trust a bungee cord if you had to do a bungee jump?
Was it made by Bungie?
Okay.
Was it made by Bungie? Were they under contract with Microsoft?
Isn't that a musical chord?
Oh,
C-R-D.
I think I'd say yes, just because it's like
I mean, that's what they're for.
0.001% of bungee cords actually break.
Yeah. So yes.
Yes. I mean, it says you have to do a bungee jump, so that means your only other option is to not use one at all.
And then
Yeah.
die.
So,
Like so yes.
you have to bungee jump. Would you trust a bungee cord? No, I'll use some jungle stuff.
No, I just use a rope.
I use this rubber band I found in my pocket.
Drake and Josh shaped our generation. Like, I'm 99.99% sure that this show is the reason I'm so sarcastic. Package for Josh Nicholas. Thanks, have a good day. Don't tell me what to do. I hope you go bald. I hope they cancel Oprah. You take that back.
Alright, next question. Would you rather skydive or bungee jump?
Skydive.
Yeah, probably skydive.
Like more
Skydive because I have a dude assisting me and I have time to react.
fun versus just pushing you off a bridge.
It's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah, honestly, yeah.
you jump, it's fine.
I don't know. I think I'd do bungee jumping. I don't know. I'd feel safer just because you're not putting your life in someone else's hands.
But that guy's an expert.
Technically, the person
not.
who made the bungee cord.
Yeah, but what if he's suicidal? What if he just figures, fuck it.
What if he's just like, oh, it's like, aren't I supposed to pull the cord now? No.
No, it's fine.
And he doesn't even lie to you. He's just gonna tell you straight up. I'm just gonna. This is me being totally selfish, but I'm just gonna end it right here. And I'm sorry you had to be a part of it. What?
That would be so fucking freaky.
And then she pulls out her phone while she's free falling, and she dials 911.
At the same time, if I was an expert, I'd probably do that like once in my life to
12
someone or
years
something.
later, the police show up.
Right before I retire.
Can they assemble quick enough?
Just tell them there's donuts there. Uh,
Well,
I wonder if you could like do a lawsuit if if your expert like told you that in mid-fall.
I don't
Serious. You could sue them, pretty much like terrifying the shit out of you.
Guys.
What?
This is the best gift ever. This is literally my fucking life right here.
This is your entire life?
sad.
That sucks, man. I feel bad for you. Oh, well, Homestar's back.
What a douche.
Hey,
Homestar.
Oh, I almost kind of want to bring him in because I wanted to talk about GTA and Saints Row with him.
Okay, Matt, you want to do it that way?
If we, like, stop it and then start it again?
Because honestly, since we're taking a while, Since we're like taking a while on questions, we can make the questions a separate part and then make the
Yeah, that's true.
yeah. That's what
Um, wait, so do you want to finish questions and then have Homestar come in, or okay?
Yeah,
Oh.
we can just bull rush through the questions. I
Yeah,
guess.
that works. All right. To be fair, I thought it was starting in 20 minutes. Well, he's on the wrong time. So, what is one of your greatest phobias?
Spiders.
Open water.
What?
Yeah.
That's strange.
Bees.
Yeah.
I've never been stung by a bee in my life. I'm terrified
Really?
that I'm allergic.
Yeah, I'm the same way. But then I also realized that bees are very important. So
Oh yeah, I mean I realize they're important, but that won't stop me from like having a seizure when one gets near me.
yeah, like it's so because it's so I get so intimidated when I hear one around me. It's like, I'm like,
Yeah, I like jerk my head and I just like spaz out and like my friend's like, "Are you fucking okay?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm fine."
no, like I walked up to my door. I was like in like 5th grade, and I had a home key to where I can just get in the house after I get dropped off by the bus, right? And
They let you inside your house?
yeah, I mean, like when I went in there, I was fumbling with my key to get it out. All of a sudden, I'm on the middle of my porch, right, which is surrounded by like a little bit of a garden, because I live in the middle of the woods, right? So it's like I get up there and I'm following my key and I'm about to put it in the door socket. All of a sudden, here, I was like, ah! And I ran off the porch and I stood out like at least 10 feet away from the porch, and I saw the bee hovering around the door. I was like, I'm waiting for it to go away before I go back in there.
See, I just I like jerk a little bit and then I freeze in terror. Like I will not move, I will not speak. I just stand there.
I mean, the thing is, bees don't actually, like, sting you unless you, like, hit them.
Oh, I know, but
Yellow
I mean,
jackets.
that
What if
won't
I
stop
accidentally
me.
hit them
They're
while
not like
passing?
mosquitoes where they'll just, like, bite you like dicks.
No. Yellow jackets will sting you if you look at them wrong.
Probably, maybe.
They're douchebags.
Wasps
Occasionally.
too. Wasps will be like, fuck you.
Yeah. Wasps and yellow jackets. They're
Well, like,
not very nice.
bumblebees
Because they don't die. They don't die when they fucking
Yeah.
sting you. They're just like, hey, fuck
They're just
you.
like, I don't even care.
And they bite too.
I'll do what I want.
Fuck you.
Okay, next
Alright,
question then.
next question, yeah. Would you rather have a daughter who's intelligent and does well but is ugly, or a daughter who just gets by in school, parties like hell, but is very attractive?
She's very attractive. She's probably not going to be responsible enough for their attractions. And I feel like the ones who are like that, they lose their hormones a lot when they're in high school. So then it's like when they get into college, they don't have no idea what the fuck they're doing, and they need to have a life-changing event like getting raped or something like that in order to realize, hey, I should start taking life more seriously or something like that. I mean, that's kind of mean. Like that's kind of a mean way to put it, but I mean like those are the kind of girls that like they don't appreciate what they have, so it's
Yeah.
like they want to make everything the way they want it because I guess part of it could be part of the parents' fault for spoiling them and encouraging that behavior, but I don't know. I think it would just be better to have like a girl who was like nerdy and whatnot. I mean, sure she'll have to deal with that whole oh man, no guy likes me. I'm getting depressed. It's like, but you're smart.
Yeah.
Well, here's the
You're
thing.
gonna get by in life.
When I look at this question, I'm wondering, like, what does it mean by ugly? Does it just mean, like, completely out of shape? Like, something that they can turn around? And that they can, to an extent, kind of actually fix? Or does it mean, like, physical disorder? And then... Because, I don't know. I feel like it would be better to have one that can actually change eventually, so they can live out the life to their best ability. I don't know. That's just me.
I mean, stupid people don't change that much, so...
Depends, honestly. Just
Yeah.
I feel like it also depends where. I think it also depends like where they live.
Yeah.
Like I think because like the environment that you live in, like if you live in a populated area like California or something, like, you go to school in like those kind of popular suburbs and whatnot, then it's like school's probably gonna be suck for you.
Yeah.
And like as I said, it depends on who you are. So like if you're like a nerdy girl or something like that, like you like watch anime, play video games and whatnot,
Yeah.
and you go to school like in a redneck community where you're supposed like in a Republican redneck community where you're supposed to like this and not that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be different for you. This is basically time and place thing. That's all.
I think
Yeah.
generally I'd rather have an intelligent daughter or son. So, yep.
They're probably intelligent. They're probably intelligent enough to find a way to get decent plastic surgery and make them look good. But then you'll be like, honey, no, you look fine, just the way you are. Nah, you wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to my daughter. I'll make sure I tell her she's beautiful in any sort of way.
You're so nice. You're so
I
nice,
mean-
Derpy.
Because you must be a bad. One of the reasons why your daughter committed suicide is because you the one telling her she
Yeah,
ugly.
if your parents are telling you you're ugly, yeah,
And you gotta actually make it sound legit, saying, "Oh, I think you're beautiful."
Yeah.
Because honestly, looking at me now, I'm a dude covered with zits in his face. I mean, I have no right to tell somebody that they ugly. So, I mean, sure, I'll say it in my head. I'll be like, "That you see that bitch over there? She a little ugly." But then I'm not that kind of person to openly admit it to their face and whatnot. So, they'll never hear your thoughts.
Never.
Or can they?
They
You just
can.
can't tell. They're just keeping it hidden.
That's. Yeah, that's.
Like, have you ever like been on like a bus or
I
something and
completely
just start
have.
thinking,
Yup.
I know you're reading my thoughts. I fucking know
Right.
it. Get the fuck out of my head, you.
Every time I think something weird in a public place, I'm like, I hope nobody can read my thoughts.
Nobody.
What if they can?
Yeah. It's like,
I would have no
"Okay."
idea.
Until now. It's like I found you. Just like look around the bus, see if anyone's freaking out.
Alright, next question is basically the same thing, but for sons.
Copy paste answer.
Yep.
Yeah. Like me, I'm not hot, but I'm not even attractive either. I'm not even smart either, so I guess I'm a lose situation. I'm a lose situation, so let's think of that popular kid in school and let's not make him captain of the football
But at
team.
the same time, I wouldn't want to. I hate all of those kids. Like I hated all of those kids in high school, and I wouldn't want to have to deal with my own child being.
Because like they're dumb. Like
I know.
people in high school, it's really hard to get along with people in high school because they're so dumb and conceited. Especially where I went to. If you grew up to like in a like
And it's
if you
just like
grew up,
cliques and shit and all that. But
yeah, like okay, you live in Minnesota, right, KS?
yeah.
Okay, now compare that to living down here in Republican South Carolina. And you go to like the most redneck school where having the biggest truck ever is better than having
Yeah, I was fortunate. Like my school was right top of the state, so it was nice.
My brother just texted me to go put his clothes in the dryer, so I'll be right back real quick. I'll be out.
Wait, why are you doing this for your brother?
I mean, he went to work at 9, and
Oh, okay.
I know the laundry was still on, so I figured he was gonna ask me eventually.
I thought he was just like in another part of the house, and he's like, "Do my laundry, bitch."
Well, technically, his work is literally right, like less than a mile down the road. So, but yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. Alright. Next and last question: how/would you live your life differently if someone told you the exact year, day, and method that you would die? In the future.
I wouldn't die because knowing how I would die would change everything.
Actually, that's true. Unless
Unless you're like forced on that path, and like the last day you have no control over your body.
yeah.
They're moving on their own.
Like, it depends. If it's, like, through a disease or through natural causes, you can't do much. But if it's like you get shot or something,
I mean, even if you get cancer, you know beforehand that you're going to get cancer.
yeah, that's true. And you'd have a better chance of fighting the cancer.
Well,
Just
let's
knowing
assume
would change
let's
everything.
just assume you can't change it, I guess.
Yeah, if you can't change it, then what would I do? I don't know.
Rob all the banks.
It depends on
A month.
It depends on like how far in the future I would die.
I'd rather not know. It's just like, who wants to know the day they're gonna die?
Yeah.
That'd be fucking terrifying as it closes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, if it was sooner, I would just. If it was like a couple years or something, then I would just like stop going to school and I'd live the shit out of my life.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it was like 50 or 60 years down the line, I just live my life.
Yeah.
Out of it.
Just
You'd
like
be that.
I
You'd
wouldn't
be that
change it at all.
guy. You'd be
And the
that
day before
guy
I
who's
died, I'd
like.
take like $3 million of life insurance.
You'd be like that guy who made a bus. Like he bought an old bus and then he like transformed it into like a living space and he travels across the country with it with his couple dudes and his friends.
Yeah.
Hank, it's like literally like go type in hankboughtabus.com.
it's a ridiculous website name.
Alright. It's a good Homestar in here. Like restart the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Yeah. So we're done with questions.
Matt, send me. Oh wait, never mind. Just end it. Go ahead and end it.
Okay.
Bye, everybody. We'll be back for
Bye.
part 2.
Yeah. So we can put this in 2 parts in the SoundCloud without having to worry about length.
See
Yeah.
you soon.
Sorry, goofed.
I goofed.
Output.
Stupid.
Demo, camp version.
Okay. We're back. Homestar's here. Kilroy's not. Games.
Goof.
I'm not gonna do it again, I swear to God. Elder Scrolls Online has a monthly fee. It's $15 a month.
I think that's insane, if you ask me.
Sucks. Yeah, honestly, they're trying to get it so that it's not the same way on consoles. You don't have to pay for your like PS Plus and Xbox Live on top of an MMO fee.
It's
But
fucking $10 more. What are they fucking doing for PC though? And it's just like, what are they doing? I don't know.
yeah, I mean,
Like,
it's-
here's the thing. I played RuneScape for years,
yeah.
and I was fine with $5 a month. I'm like, you know what?
Oh,
$5
yeah.
a month. That's a game a year.
Yeah, that's totally fine. But now RuneScape's $15 a month.
Wait,
Yeah.
really?
Whoa.
Yep.
Oh
That's
wait, no.
news to me.
RuneScape's only $15 a month if you want the old school. It's like $13.
Oh.
No, I'm pretty sure it's still 15 if you get regular.
Let me check. Oh,
I'm looking this up. New members pricing.
Oh, did they change it again?
1 month membership price is $7.95.
What? Oh, okay. Because last time I played, it was $15 a month for just regular membership. Okay.
I don't know.
I thought
This
like,
website's
here's
confusing.
laser pistol on the site. I was like, what the fuck is that? I have no idea what they've done.
The gold Chimcham. What? I don't know. Anyways, yeah. I mean,
Chim Chams or whatever.
like the only games that have worked with a subscription model are WoW and Eve. It's like,
And isn't
I
WoW
like
like hemorrhaging subscribers?
They're considering free to play. There was like a recent news piece where they are
Yeah.
considering moving to a free to play model, probably
Heard about
because
that.
they're gonna make a new MMO. I'm guessing.
I'd like to think Final Fantasy 11 did pretty well.
I don't know. I
How
was
about that 14 reboot?
Yeah, I want to get that so bad. Like, I realized my laptop can run it at slightly low settings. Like that was the score. That was the score I got. That basically means capable of running a game, but may experience slowdowns every once in a while. So I'm like, okay, I'm totally gonna run this game until I get a PS4, and then I'm gonna upgrade it to there. My brother was like, oh, okay, here's the deal, because I honestly didn't get paid this week. That much I thought. I only got like paid $60, and if I go and bust it out on GTA 5, I'm not gonna have enough to last till the beginning of October to where I get my refund. So it's like, and I was like, oh dang, I don't even have enough for Final Fantasy either. So my brother was like, okay, here's the deal. Since I still owe you money, you need to call GameStop, see if you get a physical copy of the PC version, since they halted digital downloads. I was like, okay. I called GameStop. They said it was sold out immediately. I was like, no. He was like, if you want to, I can give you the number for another store that's like 2 billion miles away from our store. Like, yeah, they have one more copy left, I believe. It's like, no, I'm fine. So I'm like, dang, I don't have GTA 5 and I don't have Final Fantasy 14. I'm like, ugh. I was upset.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of GTA 5, that's coming out in 3 days.
Hope everyone gets it.
I haven't bought a new game in I think since Borderlands 2. Like, I've waited. What's going on? Call quality is terrible.
Whoa.
The crackles. I think they're good now.
Yeah, the last time I actually paid $60 for a game was Borderlands 2. So, and I still have like 20 games that I need to finish. But
Was that really a wise investment to pay that?
I enjoyed Borderlands 2. I don't know. I didn't do a second playthrough of it though. But
I didn't even finish.
Really? I got 100% completion on it, but
I just thought the first game was so much better.
it definitely was. But I still enjoyed
First game
the
was
second
so much better to me because I had modded the shit out of it. It was so much more enjoyable. Like I feel like it had such better. It had like such better like little things that interest me. Like, you know how like one thing I like about video games a lot is that they have like these little things that I pay attention to, like, since I'm a gamer for so long, and those little things interest me. And then when that same game makes a sequel and they don't have those same things, and I'm like really disappointed.
Yeah, that was definitely like Saints Row 3 for me, and Homestar. I'm guessing you agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, because goddamn, Saints Row 2 had so much little shit. Like, if you looked at the peds, if you just spent a day watching the pedestrians in Saints Row 2, they do tons of interesting shit. They'd go streaking.
There's so much funny shit. Yeah, sometimes they go streaking. If you go into the mall, sometimes there's like a singing quartet.
Yeah, and then there's lots of like interesting ones. Like, there's like goth peds that'll hang out around each other and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was just like there was so much attention to detail, and then like there was even little stuff like for a Kuji or whatever, after you put him into the fucking grave and bury him alive, if you actually shoot into the gravesite right after, you can hear him scream, a death scream. There's actually a body spawned right there. It's it's insane. It was an insane amount of details, and it was a lot of little stuff. And you look at one of the interviews, and it's kind of sad. But, I mean, from a marketing standpoint, it kind of makes sense, but it's not excusable. And it's basically like less than 1% of players really took advantage of that stuff. And, like, less than 5% of players used layers for clothing. And I'm just like, what the fuck? That doesn't mean you get rid of it.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. I mean, like...
I feel like this only happens because they rebuild their games from the bottom up.
It is, and it's just... I don't know. I think for the next game, they should do an engine, like a very all-encompassing engine, and then just kind of really focus on it and just have that for the entire generation. Because the problem is that you've got two engines for 7th gen. You've got the Saints Row 1 engine, and then you have Saints Row 3's engine, which is the same as what Red Faction was on, Red Faction Guerrilla, but without the destruction. So it's kind of a shitty engine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. I liked Saints Row 4 as a game, though. I didn't like Saints Row 3. But it's so lacking. Like, Saints Row 2 still stands to this day as my favorite fucking sandbox game of all time.
Yeah, it's up there.
I got Saints Row 3 and Saints Row 2 from the Humble Bundle. Cannot run them on my computer.
No, you faggot.
Oh well, yeah. Saints Row 2 is hard to run no matter what, even if you use these mods.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Because that's
not
Homestar,
very well optimized.
there is there's a fix though on Idle Ninja's site or whatever. It's like saintsrowmods.com. There is a fix, but it still runs like shit, kind of.
okay.
Like
Yeah.
Homestar, do you have the fix or?
I don't even own the game on PC. That's
Okay. Buy it
That's a
with-
shame.
all my playing was on 360 with my friend.
Yeah, it was for me for the first like. God, I spent like 300 hours in it. on
Are you gonna get
360.
it on PC, Homestar?
Eventually, when the winter sale goes up, I'll just buy every single game on my wish list.
Yeah. That's fun. But so yeah, next few days, I'm getting 2 games. Got them both on pre-order. So the Wonderful 101 comes out tomorrow. It's gonna be fun as fuck. And then Grand Theft Auto. It's gonna be fun.
I
wanted to get that. So I was so hoping I was gonna get that this week, and then I was like, oh, $60 paycheck. Oh, okay.
yeah, it's
But then that was just me. That was just me not realizing how payroll works. I'm supposed to get a lot more money my next paycheck, not the first paycheck. So
Yeah.
I'm learning every day as an adult.
yeah. I'm I don't know. I totally have enough money for it, and I really want to get it. But I don't know. I'll probably get it. I should get it. It looks really good. It looks really fucking good.
I've been watching live streams.
I've
Yeah,
seen that.
those
I've
live
seen that
streams.
gif. I've seen that gif where Franklin is just walking into
Oh my
farms.
god. that was-
I was like, this is the best game ever.
just the cow just falls down.
Cow tipping confirmed.
I was watching a live stream. The guy, he had 4-star cops, and he's like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna go to the airport and hijack the plane." And he was like really struggling, so the cops were really aggressive. But he managed to get the plane in the air, and then but they shot out one of his turbines. So he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do a landing." So like he landed on a highway, and everyone was
Oh my
just
God.
like, "Dude,
That's
how'd you do that?"
fantastic.
And then he
Oh,
drove
yeah.
a truck crab into a ditch, and it was like, "What are you doing?"
I'm so
What are
glad
the-
they brought planes back.
Yeah, and one of the things I saw on a live stream was it was similar to that, Homestar, but when he was backing away, he was terrible at driving the plane away. So like he hit the wing and the wing fell off.
Oh man.
So it's like it fucking exploded. I have not I mean, I can only think the only other game that I've seen wings actually fall off on planes when they're hit is Saints Row 2 actually.
Yeah.
So that's a fucking awesome detail. And I love that in Saints Row 2, and I hated that they got rid of that in Saints Row 3 for the flying. It's like, why can't I knock this fucking wing off? Because I have a story. In Saints Row 2, I was playing with co-op, and I was just fucking around with my buddy and whatever. And I flew really close to the big Altor building, the headquarters. And I clipped my wing on the side. And I'm like, I'm spinning out a little bit. It fucking falls off. So I'm flying with one wing, and I'm like, watch out, I'm coming in. I make it to the airport, and I landed, and it was the best moment I've ever had in a sandbox game to date. It was fucking awesome. I was just dying laughing. Because here I am, I'm like managing to fly with one wing on its side, and it's really fucked up. It grinded in like a fucking action movie too, because you can't land it straight when it's got one wing. So I'm like, it's like fucking sliding, jump out, it goes on fire and blows up. It's great. Oh, I hope I can do that in Grand Theft Auto 5. That'd be
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
Something I'm looking forward to in GTA 5 is me and my friends, my personal friends, would play in GTA 4. One of my friends is a stupidly good helicopter pilot. And what he would do is blast Ride of the Valkyries over the mic and try and ram us with his helicopter propellers. And so now we're hoping that he gets a hold of a fighter jet and he tries to ram us with a fighter jet.
That's the only thing I don't like, that there's no classic station or whatever for GTA 5. Because it's such an opportunity to have Rise of the Valkyries and whatever for fucking helicopters.
Is that really not?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no classic station, unfortunately.
Are they doing the thing where they let you import personal MP3s?
I'm sure they probably are, at least for PS.
'Cause I remember what
GTA
game
4 did, so
did that?
I'm sure they probably are.
Hmm.
I'm gonna play my fucking anime kawaii music.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's funny. In Metal Gear Solid 5, you can, whenever the helicopter comes in, it plays music for you.
Yep.
And I was just asking people, like, you know, what music do you guys gonna put on? They're just like anime kawaii music. I was like, guys, really?
Oh, that's what I'm fucking doing. I'm gonna have like, God, I'm gonna have like, I don't know, the
Lucky
world God
Star
only
theme
knows theme
song.
or something like. Oh yeah, like, look up at the sky like a bird without wings. No, I don't know, some fucking shit like that.
But GTA Online looks crazy.
Yeah, shame it's not until October 1st.
Yeah, but
Shame it's not more than 16 players.
Oh yeah, fuck that, man.
yeah. But I mean,
Pissed me off.
once they release it on PC, they might increase the number, but
Yeah.
whenever
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go on a rant, because they're gonna fucking watch. I bet you, within 1 month, so by October 17th, and I'll admit I'm wrong if this doesn't happen, there will be a Grand Theft Auto 5 PC announcement by October 17th. And it won't be like incredibly far away. It'll be at the latest spring of 2014. And it pisses me off because I would totally get the fucking PC version over the console version, especially because of the online players. And I think they know that to an extent because they want people to buy it twice. I'm a conspiracy theorist here, but I'm not gonna buy it twice. I'm gonna fucking I'll admit it right now. I will pirate the PC version and wait for a Steam sale because I'm buying the console version because I can't wait.
Right.
But,
What if they also announce the next gen version as well?
well, I'm still getting the PC version because.
I know, but like, how pissed off would all the console players be?
Oh
This-
yeah, especially if they don't do like that
I honestly,
like upgrade thing or whatever that some developers are announcing.
I honestly don't see why you'd want. I mean, the upgrade thing is weird to me. It's like pay $20 for slightly better graphics, and that's basically it.
For stuff like COD and Battlefield,
Oh,
I really
God,
don't get
yeah.
it. It's like, especially, I mean, because it's not really better graphics and it's not really more players online. That's part of it. But can you not wait 2 weeks?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a 360 version of Watch Dogs and upgrade 2 weeks later.
Yeah. It's
I'm
like,
gonna wait 2 weeks, like definitely, honestly. So
I mean, at least for COD, because it's fucking yearly. So it's like, okay,
Yeah, and
if
you
it's
can
gonna
wait,
be like
honestly.
6 months,
you can
it's gonna be
wait.
the graphics are gonna be shit anyways, so it's not even
Yeah.
worth it.
Oh, I know. But I'm just saying, there's a fucking
Yeah.
game yearly. So, I mean, if it's like, oh, well, I'm probably going to get a fucking next-gen console next year. Like, for me, I'm going to probably get one in 2014. I'll probably get a PS4 sometime in 2014. But none of the launch titles really interest me. But, so it's like, if for the COD fans or whatever, it's like, if you're going to wait something like 6+ months to get your PS4 or Xbone or whatever, then why don't you just wait for the next fucking COD?
Yeah. I don't.
But this one has leaning. Dogs.
This one
Oh
has
my God.
features that Call of Duty 1 had.
I'm just disappointed. My opinion, I gotta say I'm one of those people, but I'm just so disappointed in fucking people who are buying Battlefield that are buying it on the PC. Like buying it on PC because like if we had to compare companies, I think Activision is at least like being reasonable. Like EA is just like milking the like literally advertising the fuck out of Battlefield more than Activision is advertising COD.
Because the Battlefield 4 on Origin, isn't it like it's either $70 or $80 just for the game? Nothing
Right.
else.
Well,
Are you serious?
Yes.
no, I thought
I
it was
think
$60,
so.
but it's like for the special digital deluxe.
Yeah, if you pay $60, you get like the big add-on premium pack. That doesn't include the game. That's just for all the DLC ahead of time before the DLC's out.
Oh yeah, the fucking yeah.
I hate season passes so fucking much. The fact that you have to like pay Like I'm fine with like a couple downloadable, like a couple like expansion packs or something for a game, like some map packs that come out eventually. But the fact that you plan on having so much content that you have to pay like $100 to
60.
reduce the price of that, it's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Especially for. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Yeah. For the fucking season pass stuff, I understand it because, look, I mean, let's be honest. These companies are gonna milk the shit out of their game,
Yeah.
whether they like it or not.
And people will buy it no matter what.
Yeah. But I guess it's just the idea, and it's kind of like I don't tend to like pre-ordering games. The games I pre-order tend to be fucking like Nintendo games, just because of the fact that Nintendo ships. Okay, there's 3 pre-orders for this store. We're gonna ship 4 copies. I mean, they barely ship more, and I've arrived right when GameStop is opened, and then they're like, "Oh, do you have a pre-order for Luigi's Mansion 2?" And I'm like, "No, I do not." It's like, "Well, I'm sorry. Well, we do not have a copy." I'm like, "Are you fucking bullshitting me?" I'm like, it's 10 a.m. right now. You just opened. How do you not have a fucking copy? But and then I'd go to like Target and stuff like. It's because they ship the bare minimum, but that's like them and Atlas, Nintendo and Atlas. Because I mean, it's smart, but at the same time, it aggravates me because I'm forced to pre-order those kind of games.
Yeah.
But then it's like pre-ordering, which I mean I'm against for the most part, and I like the concept of if the game or DLC, especially DLC, is good and worth the purchase, I'll get it. But why would I buy it beforehand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, the amount of DLC comes out and the amount of it that's just like mediocre shit for like $20, it's ridiculous.
Cough, Saints Row the Third cough.
Like,
That was some
I finally
mediocre ass
I bought the
DLC.
Saints Row 3 DLC when it was like 80% off because I'm like, fuck it, it's
Yeah.
probably worth $2. So
like, I'd be fine with paying like $40 for a full expansion pack, but not $20 for like some extra side missions and crap.
Like, not this bullshit. Hell no.
yeah, I mean for me what I think should be the standard, but it's never going to be the standard because it's asking too much, are like the fucking New Vegas expansion packs.
Yeah.
They were a great size for like $10.
Got that for $5.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steam sale. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Like Old World Blues when I got it, that was the most satisfied I'd ever been with a DLC purchase.
Was it satisfying?
Definitely.
There you go.
Yeah. So, anyways, but we were talking about Battlefield. Battlefield 4 is the exact same game as Battlefield 3, just you can blow up more shit. That's literally
Yeah.
the only change.
More players, you
what-
can blow
what
up
they
more
changed
things.
was- Okay, so what they did was, they take Battlefield 2. All right, so for Battlefield 3, let's downgrade it, add a little bit. No, let's take Battlefield Bad Company 2 and let's take Battlefield 2. All right, let's combine them kind of, but let's take features away from Battlefield 2. Let's downgrade the destructibility from Bad Company 2 and let's make it a little bit prettier.
Mhm.
Okay, now Battlefield 4. Let's add back those features from Company 2 and Battlefield 2. That's Battlefield 4. It's what Battlefield 3
Basically.
honestly should have been, but
Yep.
wasn't, so I can't possibly support it at this point.
Yeah.
It's just like, no.
And meanwhile, all the people who jumped on the ship during Battlefield 3, all the new people, they're going, "Whoa, these features are so cool! They're
Right?
doing shit."
Yeah, I mean, people are like, the commander system, that's such an awesome idea. It's like, yeah, that was an awesome idea in 2002. It was 2002. God, it's been a while. No, it was 2005. What am I talking about? It was 2005.
Wasn't it in 2142 as well?
Think so?
Yeah. Commander system was in Battlefield 2 and 2142,
Okay.
and then they removed it for
Aww.
some reason.
because consoles for Bad Company.
Yeah.
And then
The thing is that Bad Company, those games weren't bad. They were pretty good.
No, they were
No,
good.
Bad Company 2 was like probably the only Battlefield I enjoyed.
Like,
when then
I really, really liked Bad Company 1's single player mode. I beat
Yeah.
that on hard. That's how much I liked it.
Yeah. I mean, I loved the Bad Company single player modes, and Battlefield 3 is dog shit. It's single player mode.
It's probably it was the
It's-
weirdest
oh.
transition from like a really good single player
Yeah.
to probably the worst single player I've ever played.
Yeah, honestly,
Because-
like that's how you
Here's
like
what
with
they
Bat. Okay, continue.
Okay. Yeah, because they saw okay, whoa, Black Ops did these flashbacks, man. An awesome idea. Let's do that for Battlefield. No, you have this system where you've got this tongue-in-cheek humor and these interesting characters
Yep.
that you like in Bad Company, and you're like, should we bring those back for Battlefield 3 because everyone liked them? God, no, fuck that shit. Call of Duty!
Yeah,
What fucking Battlefield 3 was.
yeah.
Or the
That's why I
sword.
hate it. That's why I hate it when they're not being original and they're just like trying. Okay, you're looking at what other people are doing, but then you're relying on it too heavily to actually. That's like writing a paper. Like, okay, so you know how when you write a paper, it's like you're basically you're not writing a summary about what your subject was, right? You're writing your own paper, but you're using quotes. You can use quotes from the paper to support your own ideas. Now, a lot of people that, like, for example, in my class, a lot of people that have problem with writing is that they use quotes, but then they don't have their own ideas. So they use the quotes as like, okay, this is what my paper is about. Like, no, your paper, that doesn't show you what your own idea is about. And when you think about it, it's kind of like the same thing in video games where it's like, okay, the quote is like an element from a game that you like, that you watched and saw people that they're the people who buy that game, they like that. So you was like, okay, let's take that idea. But then you just stop there. Let's just take the idea and then put
Did
it
they
in there. You
really
don't
like that though? Because Call of Duty's single player has always been shit.
Well, no, I think
Do
the best
people?
I think the best Call of Duty
It's mainly
campaign
just because it sold copies.
the best Call of Duty campaign. Well, yeah, that's really how the
It's
industry
like,
works.
hey,
That's-
Call of Duty does good, so let's make the same thing in Battlefield.
That's really how the industry is working right now. But what I'm saying is right now, I think World at War, that was like the best campaign.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah.
was the best
Yeah.
campaign.
I think it was,
thought it was
solely
okay.
because Gary Oldman was in it
Yeah,
as
actually,
Reznov. He held that entire game together.
yeah,
Yeah, and he helps for
yeah, that's
Ops
true.
1 too, for that single player. I don't know. I think actually Treyarch does an alright job with the single player element,
Eh,
but like
No,
worth-
Treyarch actually tries.
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't like Bad Company and Bad
Yeah.
Company 2. Like that's how you do a single player campaign for these types of games.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
it's like you can't. This just like overly serious, just like military shooter bullshit it's just not fun. It's not fun to play.
Yeah.
I'm just
And
waiting.
then
I'm
the
just waiting to the
scriptedness.
point. I'm just waiting to the point where they're like, okay, we're just gonna put $40, make the game $40 and sell the multiplayer only. But then I know they're not gonna do that because then it's like,
Yeah.
okay, that's
That
an
would-
entire other part of the team, of the production team. You're just gonna throw away and lay them off.
That
Because-
would totally work for stuff like Call of Duty because nobody buys that game for anything but the multiplayer.
I mean,
It would-
but then Activision takes that part of the huge like people who buy Call of Duty, they take some of the part out and realize, okay, there are actually some people who think the single player is good. That's why they won't. That's
Yeah,
why they
but,
won't like throw away half the production team because literally it's like half the production team makes the campaign, and so it's like, okay, if you don't have a campaign, you're just literally gonna lay off all those people.
But I mean, if they had it as an add-on, like campaign was an add-on for Call of Duty, basically.
Yeah,
the
I see
most
what you mean.
Greedy
'Cause I know.
fucking thing.
Like,
Below Activision, that would be EA levels.
like you could pay $40 or something for the multiplayer, and then pay $20 to play the single player.
How much-
and
that
you-
makes sense. That's
and-
what
yeah.
Titanfall is gonna do.
And if you only wanted to play the single player, you could just pay $20 and that's it.
How much is Call of Duty Online? I wonder. Like over in China, like how much do they have to pay for that?
$2,000 each month.
I don't know. Well, I mean, probably something like the equivalent of $227 a month. Like, $2.27.
No, because if Call of Duty Online is exactly what it is, just like the multiplayer, then and they're releasing it over in China, like I'm just wondering, why can't they do something similar to that over here? And
Yeah.
I think they just think it wouldn't be really supported to an extent.
I don't know. Both these companies are dumb, but I think EA is the dumbest one. Like, just my point is just Activision is at least being like reasonable. Fucking EA isn't.
It's funny how we looked at.
Hear that? Speaking of that though, it's a new Mirror's Edge game. I am officially not really too interested in it anymore because it's a reboot of the series, not a
Is
prequel,
that confirmed?
not a sequel. It's a reboot,
Mm.
and it's doing it in a new style or a different way. So expect more shooting and shit.
Are you sure? Because I thought it was a prequel.
No, they said it's an origin story, but
Yeah.
in like more comments, they said it's like a reboot. They're just calling it Mirror's Edge, basically.
What?
And, yeah, and
What?
it's the same thing for Battlefront. It's the same thing for Battlefront. It's a fucking reboot. They're just calling it Star Wars Battlefront. It's a reboot. It's not Battlefront 3. It's not taking any systems of the old game. It's how they imagine it. So I mean, it's gonna be fucking Battlefield with a Star Wars skin.
I can understand reboots of games from like the 90s and like games that are older than like 3 years old. Like Mirror's Edge came out in what, 2007? Like
Yeah. This is in Battlefield 2 or Battlefront 2 came out in 2005, 2006.
yeah, so
It's just I don't know.
like I don't know why you wouldn't make a prequel or a sequel for one of those games, but whatever.
It's because they think they can appeal to more demographics.
I guess.
Gay.
Just reboots are the new thing now, I guess.
Yeah, that fucking Thief reboot. Don't give me.
This is a gigantic joke. I don't think anyone's taking that seriously.
Yeah.
What about that Strider reboot? Ooh.
I didn't see anything about
Surface level, it looked good, but I've heard good and bad things, so I don't know.
that. Oh wait, that's being worked on by Double Helix, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's what
Yeah.
the bad thing was.
Shadow Warrior is getting a reboot.
God, fucking reboots, man.
But it actually
Although
looks. It actually
Yeah,
looks
Shadow Warrior
fantastic.
looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, I know about. Oh, I was thinking about something else. Yeah, Shadow Warrior. It looks alright.
Were you thinking of Rise of the Triad?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Which they are patching it now, I think. I'm pretty
That's
sure.
fucking optimization, man.
It looks like.
Yeah.
It looks funny though, because it's not.
They had a trailer for their 1.1 patch.
Yeah. It's like Red Orchestra 2 all over again, man.
Right?
No, but the thing is,
What?
yeah, Shadow Warrior is not trying to be like these other reboots, which are like, yeah, it's all gritty and serious now and brown, and it's like the entire thing's a joke, basically.
Yeah.
It's just an
No,
ultra-violent joke.
The gameplay for that Shadow Warrior reboot, I mean, it looks good. It looks
Actually, looks quite
fairly
yeah.
classic and
The
stuff like that.
swordplay looks pretty good.
But my only problem with it, kind of, is they said, and I mean, because this is one of the things that made Shadow Warrior like really kind of unique and funny back in the day, was it was just so over the top. It was just so like, when I say over the top, I mean just politically over the top. Like, it was incredibly racist, it was incredibly like stuff like that. But it was funny in that way, because it's like it was trying to do that, and it was just making fun of all these games that do that. And like in a comment, they kind of said that they weren't going to do that, and they were going to remove that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, oh, come on. But I mean, I kind of understand it with the fucking recent industry trends with these fucking journalists getting so uptight over this crap. So I don't know. I don't know what Bayonetta 2 is going to be fucking received like in this fucking industry, man.
I thought...
Is Bayonetta 2 not out yet?
No.
It's in 2014.
I didn't even know that. I thought it was out like
I thought
a few months ago.
I thought Homestar reblogged the best thing on Tumblr, where it was talking about like, oh, like for example, they're reviewing fighting games, but like you put these guys who are reviewing these games, but they're not even good at the games in the first place. So then it's like,
and 3 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
but like they're not even good at the game, so then they're like forced to like what they say is pretty much forced to downgrade to what their viewers are, how they think how hard the game is. So then they think, oh, the game is too hard just because just because this one person didn't know how to play it, so they automatically assume it's hard, give it a low score, and then that's what people read it as, dismiss it as. It's a hard game.
I hate that so much. It's like.
Oh yeah, I mean,
like
that's what's happening to
what's
happening to Wonderful Wonderful 101 right now.
A game being hard is not a flaw. Like,
yeah.
if you have an easy difficulty which everyone can play, that's fine. But
I mean,
on medium difficulty, if it's hard, then that's not a problem.
Oh yeah, and here's the thing, like like Homestar said, this is what's happening to Wonderful 101 a lot right now. Like IGN, they gave it like one of the things was it's frustrating, it's too hard. I've seen like a lot of fucking review sites, it pisses me off.
What I want to say,
it doesn't explain things to you. It's like fuck.
No. It does explain the things to you. You're just not paying attention to them.
Well, yeah, I mean it's like subtle cues in the environment and stuff like that, and then. I mean, other shit, like, there was this one reviewer, fucking Game Explain. I normally like Game Explain, but it was, like, one of their new reviewers or something. And he was reviewing it, and he was frustrated because he said the game didn't make use of the shoulder buttons on the Wii U pad. Now, here's the thing. The shoulder pads are used for block, and they are used for dodge. But you have to buy these from the Wonder Mart, which you were given access to immediately. Which implies he never accessed the Wonder Mart, and he played the entire game without dodge or block. And I'm like, oh my god. These are the fucking reviewers that are giving scores to games these days.
Oh my god.
Have you seen the stuff with Total War Rome 2 or whatever? Where it's like most of the reviewers like only played like the first couple levels and they slapped a score on it.
Yeah.
They didn't even bother to beat the game.
Like, finish the game. That's another thing. Finish the game before you write a review about it.
And what's funny, they gave it generally, like, positive reviews with the game at launch was completely fucking bugged. And, like, almost non-functioning.
Oh my god.
Like, I like how these developers get the game, like, a couple days earlier before the game comes out so they can put out their reviews. That's, especially some of these games, that's plenty of time to beat the game.
Yep.
You're getting paid to play this game and beat it and get a supposedly good review about it. Please beat the game. Beat the hell out of that game before you post
biggest example of this, and no one will ever let IGN live this down ever, is God Hand. Now, for God Hand, the reviewer ended up giving it a 3 out of 10. He said it was so frustrating. It's like terrible graphics and shit like this. He later, when people pressed him on it, pressed him on the fucking like complexity of the combat, the incredibly unique like difficulty thing, because it actually gets harder or easier depending on how well you're doing.
Yeah.
So it's always like adjusting to your skill level and stuff like that. And there's you make up your own combos and you create your own combos through like this in-depth system. It's really cool. But when people pressed him on it enough, he said he played it for an hour and he stopped playing.
Are you fucking serious?
Wow.
Yeah, he gave a review to a game he played for an hour.
I can't even give my first impressions of a game after playing for an hour. What?
I'm not going to be able to say my opinions on GTA 5 until a fucking month from now when I've played the online for like 2 weeks. But
I mean, I don't care if you make it a review in process. Just let me know you're not done with the game before you immediately start criticizing it. Like, ugh.
Oh yeah, and it's just you see this.
This is different from me.
There's this art, not an article, but there was this one guy from Reuters or whatever, and so they kind of like they can take insights or whatever that apply to them because to be more official and more credible and stuff like that. And it's like he's talking about it and how all these gaming journalists applied for it, and none of them got even close to being matched up as credible. Like they're all corrupt. They all fucking take stuff like trips and whatever that are handed out by the publishers and developers. I mean, they're not necessarily bribed, but then they take in advertisements from that specific community, and it's just fucking ridiculous. And then there's no requirement to have any kind of journalist degree. You can be a high school dropout and you can work for IGN.
That's what I'm
Uh,
talking about.
This is the
I'm not
problem.
surprised by that at all.
Oh no,
Dude,
it makes
try and get a job at
money
IGN.
because less credibility. I mean, they're not going to care about journalistic integrity. They're fucking high school dropout. They just want a job. They don't give a shit. And that's the fucking problem with this industry right now, is that you've got these fucking reviewers who are not credible, who would not be taken even slightly serious in any other medium. And they are the ones putting these scores out for these games. They're the ones determining if, like, studios for hire like Obsidian end up
Yeah.
getting their bonuses and stuff. I'm sure you heard about that 85 Metacritic. They only got 84 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just stuff like this. It's like all this insane bullshit that they are completely responsible for just because they're fucking worthless hacks that can't write worth shit.
That don't know how to play a game, first of all. That's piled on the top that they don't have, that they didn't pass college English.
Yeah, and then I mean and then you hear stuff about like at E3, only one person was or maybe it was Gamescom, I don't know. I think it was E3. Yeah, only one person was able to beat like the Mirror Knight boss in Dark Souls 2, and I'm honestly not fucking surprised. Because I've heard horror stories about how terrible the people at E3 are at video games. And if you watch these gameplay videos of not the people demoing the game that are like from the developers, but you actually watch the journalists play, they can't play worth shit.
Like no actual gamer is there, just a gaming journalist. That's why I hate how E3 is closed press event only.
All right, I'm gonna look up this video. It's IGN doing a wonderful 101 preview from Gamescom.
Did they say it was good?
It has a couple very, very funny moments that just proves why I don't fucking would ever take them seriously.
I remember I was watching the two best friends play. They went to E3 and they were just like walking around the show floor, like looking at stuff. And they were passing by the Bayonetta 2 booths a lot, and they noticed that they were empty. And so that all they did half the time at E3 was just play Bayonetta 2.
Yeah. God, I wish I could fucking play that demo. Okay, I think I found it, but I'm gonna look for the funny moment.
Anyways, speaking of games being hard, Hotline Miami 2 has a hard mode now.
Yay.
What is it? Half hit deaths?
Yup.
Only slightly hit. You get poked and you die.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna upgrade that because it's already like one hit deaths, but
But you can take a couple bullets. You can usually like take 2 or 3. Unless it's a certain
depends. Gun. Yeah.
Shotgun will kill you.
Yeah, shotgun's fuck. Yeah.
I think someone gifted Hotline Miami to me. I was like, cool, and I played 3 levels. I was like, I'm gonna stop for now, and then I haven't gotten back to it.
Really?
Yeah, just because I got stuck, and then I heard that there's a patch. There's like this one room. There's like I don't know 6 guys in it, and I didn't know how to get through it.
Hey!
I tried it for like 15 minutes, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop for tonight. And then the next day, I read that the guy was working on a widescreen patch. That way, it didn't look like shit on widescreen monitors. I was like, okay, I'll wait for that. And apparently, that's not come out yet.
Okay.
Homestar. You see what the difference between you and IGN says? Because you had trouble playing the game, you didn't say it was outright terrible.
I mean, I was having fun, but like,
exactly.
I just got stuck. And
exactly.
How did you get stuck on the 3rd level?
I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna
maybe
post
it wasn't 3rd level, 4 or 5. I don't know.
I want you to carefully look at this guy's hand. I want you to. This is the person that is reviewing video games. Look at his hand.
Okay.
Let me open it up now.
What?
Is the video playing? Hold on, I gotta let it load. Hold on.
7 minutes 55 seconds.
Yeah, it's on there. I'm waiting for it to load, honestly.
Now, how are you supposed to hold a Wii U tablet pad?
Yeah, because I have no idea.
It's actually comfortable. I mean, it's hard to explain, but I mean, it's just
I've never
a wider
held one that's not been corded to a wall, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I hate how they do that. It's a terrible example of like.
Yeah, because like I don't know the weight of it. I know people have said it's pretty light, so. But
Okay,
I wouldn't know
now
because
it's
it's
playing.
been bolted to the fucking wall.
Watch
Why
his
is he
fucking.
Wait, where he hasn't started playing yet.
All right, so what am I watching? What am I looking for now?
7 minutes 55 seconds. Watch his right hand.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he like, took
as
it
he was-
off, didn't he?
Oh, where he like
Yeah.
grabs at the screen?
He fucking reaches for the screen when the rose is thrown. This is the person. I mean, are they fucking high when they play these games? I'm wondering that because it's like you see moments like these of just extreme stupidity, and you just wonder. Honestly,
This is not
But-
a connect game.
yeah, and I mean, there's other moments in this video. I can't find him, and he struggles for like 10 seconds trying to draw a straight line.
This game does look really good though. I don't understand why people.
Okay,
why...
yeah, okay, it's at 10:25.
Okay.
Look at 10:25 and watch it.
There we go. Okay.
Draw a straight line for Unite Sword. Use the right stick and press A. Okay, okay, okay,
Takes
no,
4 tries.
Hey, there you go. Yay.
4 fucking tries to draw a straight line. Oh,
Wow.
I'm pumped. I'm gonna grab it tomorrow. But I mean, it's just like it's frustrating. And I mean,
Just to look at them
unfortunately, it's
play
like
it.
it's sold like shit in Japan and Europe. But
That's confusing to me. Why is Japan not on top of this?
I don't know. It's like
The
it's
game
fucking
that reminds me so much of Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, it is. It's like, well, actually, because Beautiful Joe is basically like Kamen Rider kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's more focused on individual, like being badass, and then Wonderful 101 is very much Super Sentai, like kind of like Power Rangers, where you have a team. But it's similar inspirations, and that was kind of the point. And they actually do have a Beautiful Joe kind of character, where it's actually kind of like a robot that looks exactly like Joe. It's kind of cool, because I mean, obviously Capcom owns Joe, so they can't put Joe in the game.
Yeah.
No,
I want
I
a
don't know.
Beautiful Joe 3.
that I don't. But who would make it?
I want Inafune himself to make it.
But Inafune didn't work on Beautiful Joe at all. Do you mean Kamiya?
Yeah, yeah. All these Japanese names, Jesus. Like, if you would have told me who Sakurai was, I would have told you, okay, Smash Bros. But, like, Inafune is Mega Man, I was like, all these other names? I don't know.
Who is Hideo Kojima?
Obviously,
Oh,
I
he's
know
that
who
guy
The only
he
one I
is.
can't remember.
His
is-
name is
I mean, I
plastered on every
can't remember his
game he
actual
makes.
name, so I just
I
call
know
him
who
Oatmeal
Hideo
Cookie.
Kojima is. He's that guy who has
Yeah,
a
the only
big
one-
boss in his pants. How could I be Homestar? How could I
Oh
be
my
sad
God.
when that photo still exists?
Anyways, other gaming news.
I heard that there's an Attack on Titan game being made for the 3DS.
Is there
Yep.
really?
There was a couple screenshots of it. It actually looks. I mean, graphics-wise, obviously they haven't released a video, so you don't know gameplay. But I mean, it looks pretty good for a 3DS game.
Wait, I
it's not
looked
like
up-
it's 2D or
wait.
anything. It's a 3D action adventure game.
Wait, shit. I looked up SNK 3DS and I came up with Mega Man Legends 3. Wait.
Don't look up SNK related to video games. All you're gonna find is like Metal Slug,
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Neo
Oh,
Geo.
Shingeki 3DS.
I don't see any there's no screenshots.
It was in.
Yeah, did
There's
you see it on
a
website?
YouTube video, Attack on Titan 3DS first scan Shingeki no Kyojin. It's got like 500 views, and it's just the scan. So you can. There's like 4 screen,
Oh, okay.
6. So I mean, it doesn't. It all looks in game. None of it looks CGI, and I mean, it doesn't look too bad, honestly. Like for a 3DS game, I mean.
Yeah, definitely does.
And then it's 3 action adventure. I mean, you can see in like that third screenshot, it looks like he's using the 3D movement gear.
Yeah.
Wait, send me a link. Send me a link to it.
I don't like.
Here, I have the YouTube video there.
I hope they don't mess up 3D maneuver gear, because in that one Unity game, that fan game,
Yeah,
it was pretty terrible.
it got better.
It already
Actually,
got
over
better.
time.
Yeah,
Did it really?
yeah, the video's good.
I would play it if I had Unity installed, but I don't. I don't feel like installing it, so
It takes like 10 seconds.
I don't care.
Speaking of
I don't care.
them anime,
It's a man.
so Dad Kill la Kill, am I right? You guys have all seen that preview, right?
I didn't even look at your thread.
No.
You're so good. And
I looked at it. I was like, I don't want to watch this because I don't know what it's about. And I was like, this is during that time where it's like I just wake up. Oh, what's new on the BWO? Yeah, don't care.
I mean, I watched it, but like I'm still going through Gurren Lagann, which is like the hypest shit ever. So like I'm
Yeah, I
I'm
feel
coming
like I
off
have
of
to go-
that.
What
And
episode?
like
like
the
I
the trailer was pretty like not it's not necessarily not hype, but it's definitely at a lower level of not overly
There
hype.
is a lot.
My words
Yeah,
have been lost.
I don't know. I've got predictions, and there's a lot of predictions going around right now, and a lot of people think. I mean, this thing oozes of inspiration from Gurren Lagann. There's so much.
Yeah.
The costume suit that turns into battle armor, it's a face. It's a face. I mean, the fucking Gurren Lagann robot. If you just look at the Gurren Lagann robot, you don't understand it's 2 robots combined. You're like, why does that robot have a fucking face on its body? And it's the same shit. I mean, the art style, it's totally Gurren Lagann. I mean, because these are the people from Gynex that made Gurren Lagann, that made Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt, and I mean the whole situation. I'm not sure if you guys know why Trigger split off, but basically after Panty and Stocking, there were a lot of disagreements on what should be like made and what Gynex should focus on. So a lot of these people who are now at Trigger thought it's like, well, they should focus on new IPs like they have been focusing on and stuff like that. Whereas these other people thought, well, we should be making kind of adaptions of like mangas and light novels and stuff like that. Because, I mean, that's more profitable and it's less risky. And, I mean, there was just a lot of disagreements. So all the fucking talents at Gynex left and now they're at Trigger. Yeah, I mean, so Gynex is a fucking shell. They have not made a single good thing since Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. Have you guys watched that ever?
Not.
I want to watch it. I want to watch it, but it's like
You guys got to keep up.
I know.
I'm not sure if it's for me though.
It's probably for you. It's
Got a bunch of. I guess
I'll
like
give it a
Chris
go.
told me. Chris told me it's got a bunch of etchy in it, so I was like,
Well, I mean, the whole thing, it's very much a parody. Panty and Stocking.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
It's like the entire thing is almost like making fun of crude Western animation, like cartoons. And I mean, that's like every little song, every theme song, it's all in English and stuff like that. So I mean, it's not so subtle at what it's doing.
Yeah.
But it's great. And like for the most part, with the exception of the transformation scenes, it's very Western styled animation and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's something I'd recommend because whether you love it or hate it, it's this kind of unique thing that you gotta try.
And like I'm watching the preview for Kill la Kill again, and it definitely just looks like Gurren Lagann and Panty and Stocking just like kind of smushed together with the art style.
Yeah, it does. I'm fucking hyped for that though. I think the October 3rd one is supposed to be a private screening, and then October 4th is the actual airing date.
I'll
Which
keep
fucking
my eye on
sucks because I have a fucking conference October 4th and 5th so I won't be able to watch this. It's gonna fucking tear me up because I have to do like this fucking presentation and shit. And I'm just gonna be like, God damn it, get the fuck out of my face so I can go watch it. God damn it.
Instead of talking about that, I'm gonna talk to you about Kill la Kill. This is the hype as shit. I'm gonna watch it when I go home.
Oh.
Anyways.
That's like those people. That's like those people who got to do something on the day their favorite game releases in the fall.
Oh no, for fucking Tuesday, Grand Theft Auto. That's my second busiest class day. That's my busiest fucking work day because I'm a tutor at the school. And I have a goddamn meeting with the fucking president of the college for something regarding this club I'm in. So I don't even get home until like fucking 5:30.
Should be like, whatever. Can I go play GTA now?
It's better be good fucking use of my time because I gotta play me some GTA.
Yeah.
I saw a post. I think I saw like a post where it was talking about like, oh, it was like a screen cap of a store being closed. It was like a sign in a little mom and pop store. It
We
was
will
like,
be closed Wednesday because all of our employees
Yeah.
and customers will be playing GTA.
GTA 5.
Anyways.
I was like, this might be the time where I could actually get into GTA because I only got interested in GTA 5 because not recently, like I started playing like during the spring break from this past semester. I played Sleeping Dogs. Like I borrowed it from my brother, and I thought it was the greatest game. Like I really enjoyed it. Like it was just so fun to me, and I was like that little free roam sandbox, like do anything you want with guns and whatnot. I'm like, isn't that what GTA is? And I was like, oh, I could. And then I looked up saying, oh, GTA 5 was coming out this
Wait,
year,
so
and I
have
was
you
like,
not played any other GTA games?
I've never played any GTA game besides
What?
like I played like
Essentials are like 3, then Vice City, then San Andreas.
Yeah.
Like
Like, I
play them in
play-
that order because otherwise you won't be able to go backwards.
like I've played like last year I played a little bit of San Andreas on my PS2, but
San
then I was like
Andreas is fantastic.
I got a little bored with it because
Really?
I think just because San Andreas is really slow in the beginning, so it's like oh.
It is kind of
Yeah,
slow.
it's pretty slow.
So then I was like, so it was really hard. And with my attention span, if there's not a game, like I'm being serious, I'm one of those gamers where it's like, if there's not a game that like doesn't hook me like right off the start, then it's probably not gonna interest me right off the bat. Like, for example, like I mean, I'm not afraid to admit it, but this is pretty much why I like playing Call of Duty all the time because it's something that like pretty much interests me, that grabs my attention. Like, this is not saying I'm not a stupid gamer that only plays Call of Duty. I do play other games, but it's like there's gotta be something about that game that attracts me to it, like that gets me excited about it. Like that's how it was for that's why I thought the first Borderlands was much more fun than the second Borderlands.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like that for some games for me. For RPGs, I like them to start off slow in the build.
Exactly. Yeah. Especially that's why I love Final Fantasy. I play
but like for action games and stuff like that. So I mean, for fucking hack and slash action games, think Devil May Cry, think Bayonetta.
Yeah.
They have to start fast.
Like Devil May Cry 3, that game is not boring. Like you literally just get into it. The only time that game gets boring is when you have to figure out the puzzles in the tower. That's it.
Yeah. And I fucking loved the fact that for Bayonetta, it just starts off when you're fucking on this pillar that's falling through the sky, beating shit up. It's just fucking intense.
And then your suit is your hair, and then you can use your hair as like witch, and like you're a witch, right? And you got like guns on all 4 of your appendages. So it's why do people not find this game fun?
And then there's Metal Gear Rising, where it starts you off fighting Metal Gear Ray, and then you throw it into the air, and a song kicks in. And you're just like, yeah.
Exactly. And all that shit. But
that's my alarm, by the way. Rules of nature.
what is my alarm? I'm trying to.
I just love games. I love games that pull me in right at the start. It's like I said, if we had to go back to using the writing a paper example, it goes like that. Because what is the first thing that you need to put when you're writing a paper? The lead in. The lead in to hook your audience. Then you put this thesis statement to tell you what you're going to be in. So like the lead in is like, okay, you have my curiosity, and then the thesis is like, okay, now you have my attention. Same thing with games.
I generally, what I do is I start with like a really fucking interesting thesis, and then it's like a long one, and then it has the introduction, But I do try to keep the fucking starting paragraph as the most interesting paragraph.
That's like the first sentence is literally what's supposed to pull you in. And then the
Yep.
thesis is what's supposed to keep you there. Like, okay, do I want to read this 15-page paper?
I definitely take the most time. Like, I'll just like pace around and shit and just try to figure out the first sentence.
I don't know. For games like, personally, I don't mind if they start off slow because I'll play a game for a couple hours to start off, even if it's shit, just to give it ample time. But
Oh no, I mean, I'll always like play a game. It's just it's disappointing when you have high octane action games.
oh yeah,
And then they start off slow. And
although
I don't know. There's just something.
I don't know. Part of
A great introduction helps.
action games for me is that it feels samey for the whole for the whole game. So if it starts off slow and gets more intense, then I'm fine with that. I don't know.
Well-
it depends.
Well, I mean, that's the whole struggle with action games. It's about having lots of interesting set pieces, and it's about having scenarios that really test your skill.
Yeah.
Action games aren't. And there's a really good article I read. I probably couldn't be able to find you the link, but it goes over why action games aren't suited to be reviewed, and it's because they aren't like cinematic games. They aren't putting you on this
think
kind of
I can
rail.
find that article. Hold on.
What?
I think I saw that on a Tumblr like earlier today.
Well, I know it's been posted on V a lot. That's right.
Oh yeah.
But
Where is it?
I mean, it's talking about how action games just are not suited to be reviewed because of the fact that it's not about putting you on this kind of railroad track, and it's not about like showing you, hey, look, there's a pretty picture on the side over here, and look at this lesbian poem right here, Gone Home, Game of the Year. It's about testing you as a player, having you constantly get better to the point where you're doing shit you'd expect to see in a cutscene. And so it's not about you beating the game once, it's about you beating the game like 20 times until you fucking master the game. And it's a lot
Ninja
like
Gaiden
fighting games.
2. Ninja Gaiden 2.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a lot like fighting games in that way. It's about becoming better. It's about challenging yourself and learning to just master it. And reviewers, what they do is they go through the game once and they're fucking done. And
Here
I don't
comes
know.
my paycheck. Do I play another game now?
yeah. And I don't know. It's just depressing to me. But it really it's something interesting about action games. It's that repetitivity that I would normally be pissed off at in like a role-playing game, that I'd normally be pissed off at in like a strategy game or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not pissed off at repetitive like kind of enemies and seeing enemies over again in these action games.
Because that's what
Just-
That's what they're supposed to do. Honestly.
Exactly. I mean, obviously, I want the bosses to be different. I want the bosses to be unique and stuff like that.
Yeah,
For
but
the
that's what because the
enemies.
bosses are one-time things. You don't see them again through the rest of the story, unless it's story-driven, obviously. But I mean, most of the time when we're talking about generic action game bosses, they're supposed to be unique because you don't see them every day.
Mhm.
Whereas you have your standard enemy grunts that are programmed to do a certain thing and supposed to look a certain way, so you can easily identify them and know how to take them out. Whereas a
Yeah.
boss looks different every time, so it's like, okay, how do I take this boss out? You got to figure it out on the fly. That's what makes it interesting.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have just kind of missed the concept of these skill-based games, and I mean, this applies for a lot. Like, these games aren't new, even. It is a lost concept because you go back to Sonic the Hedgehog. We're talking about a 1 to 2 hour platformer if you're decent, but it's about fucking beating your previous times, and
Yeah.
that's what 99% of games were back in the day. It was about speedrunning. It was about going through the game without getting hit once. It was
Super
about
Mario
getting-
64.
Yeah, exactly. And it was about getting better. It wasn't about this just beating the game once. And I don't know.
But then the whole concept, the thing about that was the whole concept was okay, it's about beating the game and getting better. Okay, and then the concept came along of saying, okay, am I better than this other person? And that's how you got multiplayer gaming. And
Hmm.
but no. More specifically, that's how you got multiplayer gaming to be a part to try and become a part of the single player experience. When in reality, that fails. So then you make an entirely different game mode for that called multiplayer. But then
Yeah.
it just loses its whole meaning from playing the single player part of the game.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think there's multiple things of people to blame for this. I think.
Yeah, there's the article. Homestar posted it.
Okay. And yeah, that's it. But I think to an extent the player base is to blame for it because I mean I don't want to be like fucking casuals, but fucking casuals because you do have these new people in the industry. They want to have their hand held. They want to play a game. They don't want to play a game. They want to play a fucking movie. They want to play a cinematic experience.
Yeah.
And I mean, they do just want to click on easy and then beat a game once, and that's their fucking time playing a game. Whereas back in the day, that wasn't what you did. If you spent $40 on a game in fucking 4th gen and beat it once, or because it would be $60. God, what was it? It was like because it was $40
I
plus
thought it was
just 50,
inflation.
I don't even
Yeah,
remember.
it was $50 plus inflation, which was like $70 or $80 back then. But
Yeah.
but I mean, you spend that much in a game, no one fucking just beat a game once. I don't think you could find someone that said, it's like, how much did you play like Sonic 2 back in the day? Oh, I beat it once. No one's gonna fucking say that to you. No one's ever gonna say those words in the same sentence. I beat it once. They're gonna say, oh, I beat it 1,000 times, or oh, I got stuck on that fucking carnival level.
Yeah.
Unless you had rich parents, you had every console and every game.
Oh, and I don't know. This
I think those
generation-
people. I think those people who have everything, they're the ones that don't like. Some of those people, they don't appreciate like the more games more often, like because they have so many games to play, so they just like want to go through them really fast and then not care what they are. Like I remember back in the day, why like one of the reasons why I thought like Halo 2 was so good and Super Mario 64 was so good is because those are really literally the only games I had. One of the games that I had back then, few games that I had back then to play. So it's like this because my brother was still. This is when my brother before he started giving me all his old shit, right? So it's like basically since those are the only games I played them a lot and I played them extensively. So then as the more time I spent playing them, the more I came to enjoy them for what they were. Like not because of the features and whatnot, but because there was something about the game that like just attracted to me to it. And when I think of people who have like okay, their parents they like literally buy them like a console, like all 3 consoles of the generation or something like that, and they have all these games to play, but then they don't appreciate each single game in its entirety. That's when I feel like okay, that's when they're losing the sight of what it means to enjoy a game.
I don't even think it's so much that. I think that can be a factor to an extent. But I think the biggest thing is that this generation are spoiled by developers that tone down the games. They do these fucking long ass tutorials explaining every little feature about the game, so there's nothing for them to discover on their own. There's no wow moment anymore. You already know everything about the game. And I mean they just handhold them the entire way through. And
like Pokemon trainer tips are still exist.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of a good example. I guess Call of Duty is probably one of the better examples of this. Where I mean,
Stop fire from the hip, aim down your sight.
Yeah, and
switch to your other weapon. It's faster than reloading.
Yeah.
I remember that Modern Warfare 2, the tutorial with fucking Foley is yelling at your ass.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, and I think these people, they've learned to see games as these cinematic experiences just because developers have done that. And it requires less thinking on the developer's part. Also, to
Like
an
it's
extent.
supposed to be interactive media, not like all cinematic experience.
Yeah, and I mean, this is why, I don't know. Homestar, I don't know if you sympathize with this. You probably know about this outrage that's been going on. But fucking Gone Home having like an average of 990 out of 100 on Metacritic. We're talking about, I mean, if you do go through all the fucking clues and shit that they give you, which are god obvious, it's a 2-hour game. It's not even a game. It's not. I can't even call
walk around a dark house simulator.
Yeah, and I mean, I want to I can't even call it an adventure game because it's not.
There's no enemies. There's no challenge.
Yeah, and
so
I mean, like in
is it a game?
Island, there's
it's not
puzzles.
A puzzle. So
yeah, there's no puzzles. It's just you walk around and you read shit, and it's like, okay, click on this panel beneath this bookcase or whatever, and the game can technically be beaten in 30 seconds. Huh. And it's like it's getting so many good reviews because it's social justice.
Yeah, because one, it's like the character is like coming out as a lesbian or something, and two, I heard that the developer of the game was like friends with a bunch of game reviewers, so.
And we're talking about a $20 thing for 2 hours.
Yeah, it's $20 for like an hour and a half of
and no replayability
content.
at all. I think, and yeah, and this goes back to what I was saying. Replayability doesn't exist in games anymore, and I think it should be second to gameplay, second to
like the problem. Like that's the problem.
I honestly like.
That's what I think. That's what I think when that's what developers are thinking now. When they think replayability, okay, we're gonna have to make a multiplayer game. Then no, you can do it in single player.
Mm-hmm. And like EA has stated, we will not make single player games anymore. EA has said that, and I mean that's what pisses me off most about Mirror's Edge. It's like, okay, so how much of the money is gonna go into fucking single player now for Mirror's Edge?
Wait, there's gonna be multiplayer in Mirror's Edge. What the fuck?
Yeah, they've said. Because they have stated that they no longer make single-player only games.
Oh, jeez. That'll be fun.
Well, published anyway.
It's not gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fucking 2.0.
Oh my god. No,
I went from cautiously optimistic to no interest whatsoever.
Oh, I want the multiplayer craze to die, but it never will. Because it's no longer the games industry, it's about the social interactivity industry. Welcome to cinematic social interactivity with multiplayer, guys.
I just feel like the game industry is like now it's like okay, I rather want to like when you think of game industry, most people nowadays they think of playing games and playing with your friends. That's what they think of playing games as, which is cool. But then you're overemphasizing it to like, and then the single player crowd is like leaving, being left in the dust and getting half-assed titles that they're still paying $60 for. So
yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm still playing Doom every other week.
Yeah.
So that's a fun game that everyone should play.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's just... Yeah, think about that. That actually makes me think. How many shooters per in the last... since Call of Duty 4, let's say, how many shooters were single-player focused? Think about that.
Just Halo. Halo is the only one that comes to mind, honestly.
Well, that's multiplayer focused.
Yeah, that got...
After 2, yeah.
Yeah.
I can...
Well, no, I think... Well, 4 definitely. I mean, not 4. ODST is what I mean.
Yeah, I guess.
ODST was completely
single-player
focused.
Great single player, except it was still $60 because it came with maps for Halo 3.
And Firefight, which I played for like 2 hours and then stopped.
I got every single one of those achievements, and I feel bad.
I really wish I could have got Endure. I fucked up on it. Like, one of my friends fucked up on Endure. Like, he was, like, the only one alive, and he was being stupid, and he fucked up on and we spent, like, 2 hours doing it, and it was like, oh my god!
Yeah, I don't know. I
never got Endure, so...
I got all the other Vidmaster achievements, but Endure, I was just like, yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
What do I get for Endure? Nothing.
I got recon.
You get a recon armor, which they released for free.
No, which is nothing. That's what I'm saying. Which is nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
And then they gave it away to everybody a month later. Yay.
Yeah, I honestly don't know why they did that, because it was like...
And then they were, with Reach, they were like, nobody is going to be able to get flame heads except for Bungie members. Nope.
I got blue
$50
version.
Anyways, yeah. But,
I mean, I can just look through my Steam library, and I've probably
I can tell you right now, Reach is overhyped. Reach was definitely overhyped. That's one of the first games I've actually been paying attention to that I seen that was overhyped. I mean, I played the beta. Beta was fun. And beta was fun because it had a lot of bugs in it. But and basically just like going through playing it, like it didn't feel right. Like because when you're coming off of Halo 3, it's like Halo 3, that was the game. That was when it should have ended. But no, Microsoft noticed it's making a lot of money, so then it's like, why are you pushing it?
You know what's funny? I bought the Legendary Edition of Halo Reach, which is the $160 version. And I still have that fucking statue. It sits on top of my desk, and it's like half broken because the pieces like weren't very good. Like the sniper, the bipod of it like snapped off, and the rifle's all bent. And George's hand is on like backwards, and like
Yeah.
and Carter's DMR like never wants to stay in his hands.
Oh my God.
I've just given up. I want to get a statue to replace it, but I don't know. I might get a Metal Gear, but then those things are fucking expensive.
I want to get these Monster Hunter statues, yo. That's like a full dude in like full Rathalos armor, like, and he's like holding a fucking giant sword that's like about big as my hand.
You can pay $50 to get your Xbox Live avatar in physical form.
Oh fuck that.
But speaking of Monster Hunter,
Yes.
Monster Hunter 4 is like out right now, I think. In
Japan. It's out right now in Japan.
We completely stop talking about gaming news for a second. Anyways, getting back to gaming.
Matt, I'm talking about Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Please let me talk about Monster
It's
Hunter.
news.
I can
came out.
talk about it a little bit.
I've been holding this in for all this podcast. Please let me talk about Monster Hunter.
Fine. All right, you can talk about it.
No, okay, excuse me. Let me and KS talk about Monster Hunter, please.
Okay, all right. So Monster Hunter 4 just released in Japan, and oh my god, the pictures of those fucking lines.
Yes.
So basically,
Wrapping
there
around
is a
all the
news
sports.
story I saw, and it's basically was saying it was like the biggest outlet in Japan. We're talking about a line that went around like 2 corners in a city block or something like that. And they actually had store employees going through the line telling people who didn't have a pre-order to get the fuck out of the line. Because they only had enough copies to cover the pre-orders and absolutely no more. And we're talking about over 2,000 pre-orders for these stores. And also on the eShop in the 3DS, the Japanese eShop, it has become the 4th most purchased piece of software in one day. Monster Hunter 4.
Yes.
Look at this line.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let's stop in the Annie shop over there.
Yeah.
Good.
It is. It's fun. Like people are saying it's either going to be the second biggest or the biggest launch in history for Japan. The only one that might beat it and might continue to beat it is I forgot which Dragon Quest it was, but there was a Dragon Quest that like launch day sold 2.3 million copies. But people are right now they're speculating, and that was week 1 actually. That was week 1. People are kind of speculating Monster Hunter 4 might sell like 2 million copies week 1 in Japan, which is still fucking incredible for Japan. You have to understand for these like media create numbers and all that. So I'm normally not excited to see media create numbers, but I really want to see how much this game fucking sells because This is the single most popular franchise in all of Japan.
Yes.
Is 4 being localized?
It probably will be because
Yes, it will be. Capcom, please,
Yeah.
please realize that there is a cult following of Monster Hunter in America and Europe.
because they said they were satisfied with 3 Ultimate sales, and
Yo. 3 Ultimate had ran out of stock in all United Kingdom and people were upset.
yeah, and then in addition to that, Monster Hunter 4 for the 3DS has online, which 3 Ultimate for the 3DS version didn't have online just because of the fact that you don't need online on Monster Hunter in Japan.
Yeah.
You're gonna be playing with people.
Literally you can just walk into an internet cafe. Oh, there's like a whole 2 groups of
There's-
hunters.
27 people playing Monster Hunter. It's fucking really popular, but so yeah, no, I mean I'm pumped for it. I'm liking the new trailer, and I've seen the new trailers and all that, so I'm definitely pumped to see some Monster Hunter 4 if it comes over here.
Yes, it will. I have faith in Capcom.
Do
Yeah,
you?
I hope so. But
Please,
speaking of
but-
Capcom though,
But Capcom, please,
they,
don't make it stupidly difficult to connect to the internet. Like Pokemon can do it from the DS. Why can't you let me connect? Why do I have to have a Wii U to do so?
yeah, no, but speaking of Capcom, they're in some trouble right now.
Oh yeah.
So, Capcom, I'm just opening the article right now. Fuck that wasn't the article. Let me open this video. Anyway, they stated that Capcom's president stated that they have $152 million in the bank. And that's all they have in the bank left.
Wow.
And I mean, just for everyone that doesn't know, GTA 5 is the most expensive game in history. But it cost $270 million to make. So GTA 5 cost more to make than Capcom owns.
That's a problem.
Yeah. And also to put into perspective, Nintendo made more than that in about 3 months. So that's a bit concerning for Capcom. And something else they said, which is kind of sad. Let me read you the quote because I have the article right here. It's the COO. I regret to say that, up till now, we had few plans for the full-scale implementation of DLC. From here on out, we need to focus the long-term provision of content starting at the earliest stages of development. Furthermore, in terms of user response, if the additional related content we are providing continually to users online is deemed uninteresting from the start, there will be no ongoing business to pursue, like at all. This means that more than ever before, the creation of underlying content is the key to success. So they're basically saying, you think that Day Zero DLC and all that shit for Capcom has been bad, it's going to get worse. A lot worse.
Oh, man.
So, I mean, they're going full THQ. And THQ did the same fucking shit when they were done.
You know how they could fix this? If they localized Monster Hunter 4?
Yes.
I'd love it if that was true.
A quick profit.
I don't know how... I mean, Monster Hunter has kind of a following in the US. It has enough for it to be profitable, for sure. It's stupid to not bring it over. But,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like Japan. My God, Japan is fucking obsessed. Kind of like Animal Crossing. I don't know. There's a very funny picture of Animal Crossing. I mean, the sales of Animal Crossing. Let me see if I can find it. But it has sold over 3.2 million in Japan. New Leaf.
Pretty good.
This is in a few months, and it's still in the top 20 charts. Animal Crossing New Leaf gift sales. Oh, yeah, I found it. Let me post this. This is a really good one. Yeah, here we go. So I'll just take a second to watch that. It's the last one, by the way.
Oh, I've seen this, yeah.
LOL.
Bam.
Out of the fucking way, choo choo, motherfucker.
Bye.
Yeah, and Monster Hunter's even more popular than that, so that should be very interesting to see what happens.
I'm just waiting what happens when Pokemon comes out.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. This was, I think, a month and a half ago, or maybe 2 months ago. But still kind of relevant since Pokemon is coming out in less than a month now.
Yes.
Basically, Nintendo put up, or Amazon put up the Japanese Pokemon 3DS things or whatever, like the special 3DS editions.
Mm-hmm.
It's sold out in less than 24 hours.
Dang.
So they are getting fucking hyped for that, for sure.
Get hyped.
I guess since it's been a month since the last podcast, I forgot we should probably talk about the 2DS.
Oh, we did not talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
a hunk
3DS.
of plastic and it plays 3DS games
without
in 2D.
3D,
Yeah.
and it doesn't have a hinge. So yeah,
It's for kids, but the internet is like, no.
Yeah.
basically.
And I mean, I knee jerk. My initial reaction was total knee jerk when I saw it, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" Is this shit? And
But then once you realize why the design is like that, then you're like, oh.
and when you
So
look
stupid
at the
little
release
kids
date,
can't
too.
break it, and their mom
Yeah.
gets mad at them.
Exactly. You know
So
why?
we're
You know
talking
why I
about-
didn't break my DS? Because I know how to take care of my shit. A lot of these kids
So-
that play DSs don't.
Yeah, so I mean, when you think about it for a second, we're talking about a much cheaper 3DS to manufacture for Nintendo, to the point where they can price it down to $130 US, and also probably make the same, or approximately the same profit off of it. Very encouraging for children 7 and under, and keep that in mind. That figure, because like no 3D and then no hinge to break, so soccer moms aren't worried too much. And then when you combine that age 7 and under encouragement and lower price point, it comes out the day of Pokemon. Gee, whoever made this, he probably got a big fucking raise.
Yes.
Because I, like, as much as I would never, actually, I would consider buying a Japanese one of these at the end of the day
Oh,
to
yeah.
play non-localized games, just because it's cheaper. But I mean, I would never consider buying an American one of these. But my God, this thing's gonna fly off the shelves at least for October. Just watch. But and then another interesting thing, and I haven't really posted this. I didn't see any threads about it, and Blackwater Ops at all either. The Vita TV.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that a little bit.
Yeah. So this is a it's a Vita. It's taking the 2DS and going one step further for some. It's a Vita without any buttons or a screen. It has an HDMI port and it hooks up to a TV, and you play Vita games that don't use the touch screen, so no Gravity Rush, nothing like that. And you play them with a DualShock 3, and I think it's also DualShock 4 compatible. I'm not sure, but
Sure
and then
it
it's
is.
in 540p because it's still Vita hardware.
Yay.
But it's interesting, and I don't know how the success is going to be, because part of the success about handhelds in Japan are that they're handheld.
Yeah.
Because people are constantly on subways and stuff, and they haven't announced it for the U.S. or Europe. They've said it's only planned to be Japan, which I think.
How many hold on. I don't mean to interrupt you, but how many street passes do you think I could get if I'm in Japan with my 3DS?
You
A
couldn't
few thousand.
clear your 10 of them fast enough.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh boy. Homestar, you said you got one, right?
I've ordered one off of Amazon. It should be coming in on Tuesday.
Ah, okay.
Ready for that Pokemon?
Nah.
Oh,
I'm mostly getting it for Animal Crossing, to be honest.
really?
Yeah, I really have a craving for that game.
I've
And then
never.
you need-
I love the first one for the GameCube, like, a lot.
And
So,
then you need to play Monster Hunter 4, you faggot.
yeah, if it gets localized, I'll play that.
It will. Don't say if it will. It will.
If it does.
But
Shut up.
let us still talk about Pokemon here. So
Okay.
best starter, which or best new like Kalos starter, which
I looked at Chespin's evolution. I was like, Chespin, no.
Yeah. I don't know though, man, because look at it. The fact his name's fucking Quill or Quilladin, which is Quill plus Paladin. If you look at his thing, it looks like armor. So I've got high hopes for that third Evo. Like it's gonna be like a fucking knight or something. That would be kind of badass, honestly.
Defense. I gotta see if they release the third Evos right before the game comes out. Then I'll be like, okay, Chespin, please don't fuck up on me now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I've been all Chespin all the way up until that. Then I had my doubts.
Yes, because I was like, Froakie and Fennekin, it looks so gay. And then I looked at the evolutions, I was like,
Chespin looks so stupid. Are you kidding?
What the fuck are you smoking?
what?
Chespin looks so dumb. It's
No.
a little acorn.
No, you
The
were not
hat.
talking about.
It's supposed to
you're
be
not
a
talking
grass
about
dark
Chespin.
type, and I thought that was the best setup because I love Cacturn.
It's an
It
acorn.
might end up being grass fighting. I
with
mean,
the
it's
hat.
hard to say, but
And then
green
Fennekin
hat.
was supposed to be fire and psychic, which is a cool combination, I guess. You don't see
He's
that
so-
a lot.
sure.
Yeah.
Froakie's
And
supposed to be
Froakie was
water.
supposed to be
Like
water
water.
fighting, but he might end up being water dark, and it's confusing.
Honestly, I think Fennekin is the only starter that actually looks decent. But
Everybody was saying, oh, Fennekin is supposed to be fire and psychic, but she when she evolves, she becomes anthropomorphic and has hands. Fighting, confirmed.
What would that make it
And
like?
she can learn to
10
punch.
in a row? Oh, like fire starter people like absolutely do not want another firefighter.
Yes, they had like 3 of them now. Oh, it's time. It's time to
Yep.
mix it up.
3. There's more firefightings than any other fire type.
Yeah.
It was fire flying, then firefight.
Yes. Firefight. Look at all the ODSTs.
And what do you guys think of going away from starters, mega evolutions?
I don't know.
That might be interesting. I need to see a little bit more how they're gonna.
Yeah, I need
like,
to.
with the stones and whatnot. Okay, how do I acquire these stones? Do they like? Do I have to buy them? Like you know how how you can buy like stones.
It's like acquired in-game stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Do I buy them in a store?
Oh,
do
yeah.
I find them on the ground? Do wild Pokemon drop them according to them? So
I'm assuming you're gonna have to find them.
because they said
it
like
doesn't sound like something you're gonna be able to buy in a Pokemart.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
guessing it's going to be like TMs, and it's like the really good ones are all
Yeah.
hidden and that. So
no, but they said like I know the stones are like Pokemon specific. So it's like okay, a Torchic stone, a Lucario stone.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
And can I use them only once?
I'd have to actually like use them in game to
well, here's
make.
the thing. Here's what I understand about the mechanic. So you get the stone, however you get the fucking stone, and each stone is dedicated to one Pokemon line, and it's a held item. So you put it on your Pokemon, and then when you bring that Pokemon out to battle, there is a little thing on the touch screen on the bottom that has Mega Evolution for that Pokemon. And you press that, it does a little animation thing, and it goes into its
Probably
Mega
once per
Evolve
battle
state.
though.
Yep, that they have said that. So
So
you
it's like a
can
last
only-
resort thing.
kind of.
Does it use a turn? Does it use a turn?
No.
Okay.
So what it is you basically get one Mega Evolved Pokemon on your team. So you can only use the Mega Evolved mechanic once, but it'll last the rest of the battle.
Oh, until they faint. Okay.
So basically, you get one Super Pokemon. And
Wait, until
you
they
can
faint
maybe,
or until you switch them out?
until they faint. And I have no idea if you use Like for single player, if you use revive on it, what'll happen? I've got no idea for that.
Probably not. It probably won't come back.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, and so then it gives it certain boosts. Certain Pokemon change in their typing, like Mega Mewtwo X becomes Psychic Fighting, which is kind of interesting. And then
that's basically a Medicham right there.
Yeah, and I wonder if it's gonna like switch the special attack with attack and stuff like that. So, but yeah, and then there's all. So I mean, it's just like a super powered up Pokemon, and
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Mega Blastoise looks fucking cool though.
Mega Blastoise has 3 cannons, yet he still shoots out of his mouth.
Mega Venusaur just looks like
It's a flower on his head.
it's yeah, like he's just like, God damn it, I got more shit growing on me now. He just looks more distressed than he already did.
Yeah. Like a hippie
Anyway.
decided to decorate him a little bit more.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so let's see what else.
Anyways, yeah. Beyond Two Souls, you can die and the game continues. That's cool. I think that's really cool.
Well, but how so? Is it?
I don't know. There's not much detail on it. Basically, there's no way to like fail the game. Like there's no like game over screen. It's like the example they gave was where where is it? I think like at one point like the police are chasing you, and if you don't escape, you will go to prison, and it's not like you can redo it. I'm not sure what happens after that, but and you can still, yeah, and they have said that you can die, and the it'll change the course of the story. So
Well then.
They say a lot of shit. They said this for Indigo Prophecy, and they were full of shit. And they said this for Heavy Rain, and they were full of shit. So I don't trust them. I'll believe it when I see it, honestly. But this is a studio that bullshits more than Peter Molyneux.
Changing innovation.
oh god.
Yeah, you can do anything.
See that mountain, you can climb it.
See that mountain? You can destroy it, and then use its materials to build a city. Really, believe me. But no.
Buy my game.
Yeah. No, actually, Goddess looks pretty good. So
It looks okay. It looks kind of just like a tech demo.
yeah, but I
to be
mean,
honest.
we are talking about a $400,000 game, and for a God game made with a really small budget, it looks really interesting, especially like the multiplayer. But I don't know. Peter Molyneux is a really fucking good bullshitter. All right.
Yeah.
He made Fable 2 sound awesome. It wasn't. He made Fable 3 sound even better. It was worse. And so I don't. It's hard to trust. I want to trust Peter Molyneux because he's such. You can tell he loves what he does. Like when he talks about his game.
But he's very ambitious. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, and but he talks about his games, and you can tell he fucking loves them, and he's passionate about them. I've never seen a game designer so passionate about their games, and I love to see that. Like you don't want like
have you ever seen him in conversations with Adam Sessler before?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That must be some very enthusiastic talking.
It is.
And I mean, I love to see that in game developers because you see so many like monotone like game developers. They're just, oh yeah, we made a game, buy it.
I think that is more of a problem of advertising because it's more just like they get people who don't know about the game and who haven't worked on the game to talk about it.
Yeah, but I mean, you do see. I don't know. I mean, I have just seen developers in the past. I mean, yeah, they like their game, and you can tell they like them, but when you look at Peter Molyneux, he doesn't just like his games.
He's
He
in love
thinks
with
of them
his...
as children, all right? And it's awesome to watch him talk about his games. It's not so awesome to play the games. So
Yeah.
I want to love Goddess. I want Goddess to come out, and I want to fall in love with it like he has. But it's just so hard to trust him at this point.
Yeah.
It's,
Adam Sessler had like a 30-minute demo with Goddess.
I watched it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And yeah, he was talking about how later in the game there'll be more like I guess like diplomacy and just more like civilization-esque stuff in there. But right now that's not what I'm seeing, so I'm still a little hesitant on it.
And it was a planet the size of Jupiter
Yeah.
with all the people on it. I'm like, Peter Molyneux, stop fucking bullshitting me. You know I want to hear this. You know I want to hear this, but I know it's not going to be true. And it's just like,
He was talking about like meeting other players in game.
yes.
Eventually, I was like, I'm confused as to whether or not that's AI or real people.
It's supposed to be real people, which makes it so awesome, but
Like that would be
so
cool,
impossible.
But I still, yeah. How are you gonna support that many people?
I know. I mean, it's off an Amazon server, which are very, very strong. But I don't know. It's this thing, and I'd love to work with Peter Molyneux. I think it'd be so much fun. But it's just so hard to take what he says at face value.
Yeah.
Because he gets, you can tell. I mean, yeah, he loves his games, and because of that, though, he gets so over enthusiastic about features that he really just blows them out of proportion. And I don't necessarily think like he's trying to lie to you and he's trying to sell it to you, but I think he loves his games that much, and he loves every little detail he puts into them, that he just makes it into such a big deal. Like Marriage in Fable 2, he made into such this immense deal, and it was like press Y to marry.
Yep.
What if?
I love.
Because the only comparison I can see to that is like, because honestly, yeah, what you were saying, nobody loves their game, seems to love their games as much as Peter Molyneux does. The only comparison I think that could be made recently is fucking Mark Rubin with the fucking dog in Call of Duty Ghosts. Look at this dog.
Oh my
Look at this
God.
dog. It's your companion.
Oh my god. No, I mean, well, you see that a lot more in with like indie developers.
Phil
Yes,
Fish.
you do. Except for fucking Phil Fish.
Oh, he was really fucking excited about his game. He just
Just you wait. I'm gonna
dick about it.
change the game industry.
Game developers will want to suck on my dick, and then they will choke on
You
it.
said dope.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting hot. I need to turn on the fan.
He's
laughing so fucking
definitely Phil Fish is by far my least favorite person in the industry. He's such an arrogant fuckhead.
Least favorite, I wouldn't go that far, but there's some.
You're right. I'd say hated. That's more appropriate.
There you go.
I mean, I try to think of someone that is less likable than Fish. And
That
I
one
struggle.
fucking. Oh, what the fuck was that guy's name? He left and went to Zynga from Microsoft.
Oh, Dawn Magic.
he wasn't.
Yup.
Yeah.
He was
terrible.
He was an asshole, and he was really stupid person. But he wasn't like Fish, and Fish completely like shit on his fans, and he knew it, and it's terrible. And it's just like, honestly, like what he did was the famous example. Suck my dick, choke on it.
I can't get over that.
This
I
is
can't
from an
get
indie
over
game.
that.
This is from the Indie Game Awards. Basically, what he was like ragging on him, and he said, "Oh, the Indie Game Awards are so stupid. It's like indies wanting to make a big deal about their games. They're not like appreciating the fact that they're indie." And he's being a complete hipster cunt right here. And And then he wins like Indie Game of the Year 2011 or something like that. And he's like, yeah, I guess you just won Indie Game. It's like, I thought you just said you hated that. And then he does the famous quote. And he's just a complete hypocritical little asshole. And recently he canceled Fez 2
because he got butthurt over Twitter comments. Like, really?
Yeah, it's amazing. I've never seen someone so arrogant and such a huge hipster. Oh yeah, and he based it in like stuff like Fez. Yeah, he said PCs are for spreadsheets. Well, all the way up until Fez released on PC and sold best on it. He's such an arrogant little prick, and like he's so hypocritical. And he takes back everything he says. He changes his opinions all the time. He never sticks with anything he says, and he always acts like an asshole whenever he says anything. And it's just like, I can't think of someone I like or I dislike more in the industry. It's challenging. It's to struggle to think about someone like that.
You just wonder, man.
And I mean, like, I don't like Notch, but I don't like Notch because he's a fat, lazy slob, not because he's an asshole. But and it I don't know. So yeah, Fez 2, that was funny. That was thing.
Oh man, I didn't even notice the time.
Yeah, it is getting late. I don't know.
Oops.
Is there anything we should kind of finish up on?
What's it? Well, speaking of Fez, Fez is in the Humble Bundle now. It's
I made all to cherry if you get it. Remember?
Yes.
It's Trying to, Mark of the Ninja, Eats Munchies, and Brutal Legend are the base games, and then FTL and Fez are the pay over the average games.
Thank God I already have FTL.
And then Humble Weekly Sale is Serious Sam HD, Serious Sam HD 2, Shadow Warrior, Duke Nukem 3D as the base games, and then if you pay over $6, you get Hard Reset and System Shock 2. So
okay,
that's the thing.
Let me just say, if you don't have these games, I'm just dead serious right now. If you don't have these games, fucking get them.
I mean, I don't have a Steam account, so
It doesn't matter.
Create a new one. Like,
You don't need
do
Steam.
A cent. Just do a cent. Like, pay a cent, and then you'll get the download codes.
No, you don't need Steam for this at all.
I know. You can pay a cent.
And you get the DRM free downloads, and then you can get Steam keys if you pay over $1.
Mm.
So
these games are, I mean, they're fucking class. That's one of the Humble Bundles where I can't think of a bad game on there. And I mean, I owned every single one. I've never owned every single game on a Humble Bundle. And I was like, holy shit, that's the greatest Humble Bundle I have seen to date. Like, maybe not like the most worth your dollar, but like, you will not regret a single game on there.
Yeah.
That one.
Huh?
I mean, well, I guess Hard Reset it doesn't live up to the others, but it's still a great game. It's still a nice game. But yeah, I think so. Is that all for say?
One thing. Awesome Knots is on sale for 66% off. So it's I think it's like $350. Yeah, I would recommend it.
Hell yeah!
And there's a Awesome Knots expansion pack that just got. The Kickstarter is still going, but it got funded a while ago.
I guess we can talk about Kickstarter like real quick and try to
if you want, yeah. But yeah, just about Awesome Knots. It's also coming to PS4, so that's a thing. But yeah, I actually when I got it with the Humble Bundle a while ago, I was like, it's okay. I don't really like it that much because I'm not a huge fan of MOBAs, but playing it, like giving it more time, it's actually really fun. So yeah, it's a good game. $3.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we brought up Inafune earlier. So, Mighty Number 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
AKA not Mega Man.
Which is it's trailing along right on track for a 360 PS3 Wii U release.
Yeah.
It's gonna get that, no doubt.
Yeah, it's gonna get that.
Like
I
it's
kinda
only
doubt it's gonna hit next gen.
it's only $70,000 away from getting those consoles releases. So
and
it's
then
gonna get those.
also, I love Inafune. I've backed this game, but
Yeah, me too.
also back Shantae. It's struggling. It's actually struggling to reach it. Shantae, if you haven't seen it, I'll link it.
Oh yeah, that's the Way Forward game, right?
Yes, Shantae are these fucking awesome platformers. Very classic, very fun, very lewd. And I mean, it's just lots of love put in these games. The music is fantastic. It feels like this is they actually put effort. It's not like so retro game where the graphics suck. They put effort into the graphics, but
It's
it does
like
feel like a game
DuckTales remastered.
Yeah, exactly. They made that. They made that. So, and it totally feels like a game that you might play on like in 4th gen or whatever, like these classic 2D platformers and stuff like that. They're just all awesome games. I mean, some of their games are better than others, but the Shantae have always been really good games. They're also making a 3DS game, but I mean that's not Kickstarter based, so this is why 3DS isn't included on this one. But so yeah, I mean, this game I've also backed this, and I would love to see this get funded because these are awesome games. It's an awesome development.
Yeah.
So yeah, before we go, I guess. I mean, is there any important news before we just kind of say our goodbyes?
Did you enjoy this podcast?
Damn straight.
Who? Is there news? I don't. I thought there was something for BWO.
I'm sure.
No, never mind. There's not.
I posted that line on Tumblr that is getting a shitload of reblogs and shit.
What?
That line from Monster Hunter, I posted it. It's getting a shitload of reblogs.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, watch the Kill the Kill preview if you haven't. If you're just skipping to the very end of this podcast for some reason. What?
There's still more. I'm scrolling. There's even more reblogs of it.
I'm so confused. I have no idea what anyone's talking.
Anyways, say goodbyes.
Yeah, I think so.
Watch Kill the Kill. It's fucking hype as shit.
I think Dwyer might be our guest next time. We don't know if we can actually schedule a podcast with him. Or Jerry, I think, is the next guest after this. So anyways, thank you for being on IMKS. And, yeah.
Yeah, and expect another podcast in about 2 months.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah. Goodbye.